The party, well, tried to deal with the deepest, darkest depths of Caro's despair as he discovered that his infernal ancestry was a strange hybrid creature known as the Harbingers of Oblivion. A strange hybrid of celestials and infernal, celestial and infernal. And while releasing this inner rage, he caused a lot of trouble. Fucked hell up for a little bit.
Yeah, I like to think he caused a temporary alliance in the Blood War.
No, you just caused a 10-foot patch of no blood war, while them just dead. The group tried to battle him, and I ended up going back to Icemark and calling in the aid of Galleon, Bester, and Yofield, who even they struggled as a group to hold Caro's wherever this creature was down, while Lady Moraine calmed his mind. After which, the Light Brigade decided they'll make a alliance once again. Galleon, Yofield, Galleon specifically talking Bester down from killing you all.
Thank you.
Agreeing to fight with them once again to help against Callisius. The party then returned back to Sanctum, rested for a bit. Caro had a bit of a chat with some members of the group, as well as 1827, and had a bit of a shield toss around the old temple that was still up, doing a Captain America style grab a bit before heading out to meet the group before they teleported to Trinity Coast, the tropical seaside and city in Zakima. They then headed down towards the dock. Also, again, it's meant to speak with a priest of the Aphradites, because they're looking for the Aphradites, letting that they'll be on, or at least one will be present on Mount Aphra, this large kind of island mountain in the ocean. They then turned into various creatures, dragons, giant eagles, brooms of flying, etc., and then flew across the sea, or the ocean, to the island, where they landed in this kind of small town, trade port town, visiting town thing, and then made their way up the mountain to the very top, where they saw a few crowd of people, several, sculptures of these beings, and one very large white kind of stone marble building, which is known as the Theracos. Theracos, for those that don't like the name of it. Theracos. And for Zakima and all that, imagine very ancient Greece style architecture buildings. That's the whole kind of vibe. We pick up with the party atop the mountain. You see
lots of columns then.
Yeah, a lot of columns, a lot of marble sculptures, bronze statues, etc. Imagine architecturally ancient Greece, militaristically Roman. Bit of a mashup of the two.
So Eastern Roman Empire then.
Pretty much, yeah.
I believe there was a tour guide nearby.
Yeah, there's a few small tour groups. But you do see, probably a tiefling man, just wearing, probably wearing casual clothes, to be honest, nothing specific in a uniform or anything. With a little kind of flag, with a little red flag on top, and just kind of talking to a group of tourists, definitely. None of them look like locals. You can tell that the local people of Zakima are all of the odd races of the world, the centaurs, the satyrs, the tieflings, those that don't really have a set home. Lockdodons now. They're native here. Yeah, all of them style of species. But you see, and also you notice that the humanoids, the half elves, the elves, the humans, all have a more tanned complexion. There are some very pasty people here who are definitely on holiday, just on a tour.
Are any of them bright red?
Oh yes, there's definitely one fella, probably a human. He's got a shirt off him and it just completely cherry red to his head. Kind of sweat and fan himself. But yeah, you stand atop this building. It is very warm. I think you're all kind of wearing appropriate clothing. I think the heavily armoured ones, you're kind of feeling the heat. It's not as hot as Tyran, but it is, you're fine. It is Mediterranean sun heat, so it's pretty warm. It is the winter though, so it'll be a bit cooler. So probably.
Not humid.
Is it winter this side of the planet?
Yeah, well, Zakima's just below Vampire.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's Greece and their winter.
Yeah, so it's still 20s at least.
It's 20.
I'll just adjust the
I'm
dial on
just
my
wearing
aircon.
a robe.
Yeah, you're
Sun.
wearing. Oh, you're wearing like your sun robes, which are very like. They're more made like silk than cloth. There's a bit of cloth with a lot of silk mixed in, so it's just very like cool. You're fine. You're fire. You're wearing probably a dress you probably dealt with. You're a bit toasty, but you can breathe on yourself to cool yourself down.
I'm adjusting my aircon.
Yeah, you turn the aircon on, and you're wearing leather levers on you most of the time.
Pardon?
You're wearing leather on, aren't you? Not made to leather, so yeah. You're all.
I've
You're
also
off.
got my Ring of Fire elemental command on, so,
So you're
I'm
you're used to
fine.
that.
I think something just.
No, you're on top of this like mountain. You can breathe.
Sound.
Sounds like near the bottom.
You're like the opposite of Uncle Iro, where you just go
Yeah.
and you chill out.
He was just amused by you saying you can breathe on yourself, you're fine.
Yeah, you just. Yeah, cool. You breathe into the arm and it kills you, know. It's like a manual AC.
Built-in AC.
What is the plan, party?
Trot into the Theracos.
I will
Yeah.
share the advice that I was given by the priest. So, bring offerings of snack.
Sure.
Okay.
So I've got the names and the things that they represent of all the people. So we've got
Don't read them all.
Atheros of Passion, Ephra of Polis, Erebos of the Dead, Heliod of the Sun,
Heliod. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Eros of Victory, Cora Mentra of the Harvest, Keranos of the Storms, Clothis is Destiny, Corfix is Horizons, Mergus is a Slaughter, Nylia
Nylia.
is the Hunt, Thorokra is Affliction, Phoenix of Deception, Porphyros of the Forge, and Thassa of the Sea. The advice that we got was not something I wrote down, evidently.
Bring gifts.
Bring gifts and come with a purpose, a very strong and clear and united purpose.
Purpose is sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we all united in a purpose? Let's all say it at once on 3. Right, see if we're united in a purpose. 1, 2, 3. Find allies.
Callisius.
Yeah, get them on the side.
No,
No way.
I only one person. The other person said
The
it.
pillar cracked a little bit, and she also did different things.
To find allies in order to defeat Callisius.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Did you make her into the building?
Yeah.
Make her in, and you see, someone trying to sell you like a little store, sort of trying to sell souvenirs, like little paintings to the place, stones with like old, things painted on them.
Yeah, Carol thinks he can do better.
Probably. But you enter into this huge kind of sculpted building. White kind of pillars hold up the ceiling. It's a very tall white marble building. But as you enter, the floor itself is like a white and black kind of marble. You see a huge kind of entry chamber with several smaller rooms, I'm guessing, off on either side. And you see huge statues. You see a total of, I think it's 15. Double check my list, don't we? Yeah, 15 different kind of large statues. Each made of different materials, some made of like sandstone, some made of marble, some made of brass. All, scattered around this huge chamber. And in the very centre, you see this kind of large, kind of round marble platform. Like to be some sort of speaking plinth, that's very big in the centre. And you see standing on top of it a humanoid figure. A woman with kind of dark skin, long black hair, and she wears this kind of blue and white robe with this kind of brass belt around her waist. And you see her hair almost seems to glitter with like a blue light, kind of washes through her hair, blue and white light. She's just speaking to the crowd. They kind of all look up, some kneeling in front of her. She's a very small sermon or just speech on, there's the commune way of life, let's say. I won't go too much into what she's saying, but she kind of gives this basic talk.
I understand it.
Yeah, I think on.
Divine sense.
So from where you are, you're probably quite near the back. You have to get a bit closer. Once you get within like 30 feet or 60 feet, she does read as a celestial.
I'll manually call. Send that out.
What colours did you say she was? Blue and...
So she's got
White.
dark skin and black hair, and she's wearing these blue and white robes, like a big kind of brass belt.
Just trying to see if I can work out which one that might be.
I'll give you an image. The image isn't the exact same description as her.
No, that's fine.
It's a giant statue. But this is the kind of...
You know what? I might be able to work it out, but Selvan probably wouldn't. Yeah, so I can stop thinking. I have my meta knowledge.
Well, Salvan's really intelligent though.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
That and like humanoid form.
Yes.
Let's see.
Very cool.
Cool. Like holding a jug.
She's not holding the jug.
Yeah.
Actually more blue and silver than blue and white, but it's not blue and white, so we'll go with that. Yeah, after she kind of finishes speaking, some people kind of, offer gifts. Some people offer like prayers to her, and then she kind of stands there and speaks to people. But yeah, not what to do. There's like a queue forming where she is.
Does someone want to get in this queue?
I'll get in the queue.
I'm joining the queue.
A couple of minutes go by, and eventually you kind of step to the front of the queue.
How far are we from the sea?
It's an
I mean,
island.
it's an island, so it's all around you.
Are people fine if I give some of
To
our
get to the beach.
items as
Like
gifts?
40-minute walk down a mountain.
What are you thinking?
I might have a whole bunch of staffs that I kind of wanted to stick into one staff together, or try to. I don't know if that'd be purpose, but
Fuse.
I could like give up one of the kind of... I've got their... what do we call it? They're all very rare magic items, but no one's currently using them at the moment. I was right.
I've got my...
I'm gonna give one of the items that's gonna disappear after like 10 days or something.
No, I want to give an actual thing. I'll tell you what, I don't have, just for now, I don't use this as much. So I will just, I'll take out a cloak,
Mhm.
and I'll kind of kneel down and hold it up an offering to them.
What is it? Just
It's a cloak of protection.
You're gonna take it. Ah, Selvan Throngir and Ignius Caterwall. We've been expecting your arrival.
Oh yeah?
My name is Ephra.
Nice to meet you.
Is the rest of your travelling companions are here?
They are, yes.
Good.
The queue was quite large, and we did not want to get in the way.
I understand. She kind of waves a hand to the rest of the crowd and they kind of disperse for a bit. Please gather your friends.
I'll just gesture. We were expected.
That's good.
Delete that from inventory.
You all kind of gather round. The heroes of Sede Volvet. What a pleasure to meet you in the flesh.
Insight? I mean, Salvan's terrible at insight, but is this person...
What does polis mean?
Like cities and stuff.
Immune surgeon.
Yeah.
I thought so,
It's
but I
Greek,
wanted to
obviously.
double check.
I think my insight is
They would
actually
call
negative.
negative.
Yeah.
Oh, it's plus 3, plus 3. 14.
14. She seems genuine.
Thank you.
I was just seeing if any constable was had the memory thing of what turned into, like reactions that people saw of it. Just innate to see what a reaction is when it sees like the ring of doom.
Yeah, pretty locked. There's no change in reaction. We have been expecting your arrival.
Do you know our purpose?
I know of your purpose and of your quest.
Well, this makes things a lot easier.
Indeed.
Well, may I ask what your thoughts are?
Well, me and my fellow Aphradites are divided in thought. Many of us agree that this potential threat from Callisius is indeed one that will bring about destruction to our lives and land. However, there are a few of our fellow Aphrodites that do not agree with a war against Callisius.
And why not?
They are ones that, let us say, take on more aspects of what he believes. For example, there is Atheros. He one that has control of death. Many believe he is a servant of death.
Erebos. Athros of passion.
Ignore me, I've read the wrong fucking thing. Yes,
I've
Erebos,
read this,
sorry.
Yeah. I was just.
Ignore me!
My brain went.
The hell of a way to die.
Oh, I've somehow put them the wrong way fucking around. Yes, Erebos, yes. That is what she says. They seem to more focus on the lands of the dead. They guard the passage of the underworld. So they
Would
do
they
not.
seek to ally with Callisius?
I do not know if that is what they would do, but there is indeed a possibility.
Callisius has been raised on that the dead still go against what they want.
Perhaps.
Either way, if they choose to be on his side, they were in our direct path. I would rather avoid that.
Perhaps we can do some negotiation.
Possibly.
Make
You said
good
what?
with words.
In a world where no more people are created, one that he controls, then there would be no more death.
Perhaps.
May I ask, if it does not take too much of your time, which of your other siblings, if that is the correct word,
Yeah, not let's say we're not siblings per se, but we are
Peers?
Hmm?
Peers?
peers. Yes, peers. I prefer.
which of your other peers may be less inclined to rally against our cause specifically? Behind.
You know what? I wrote the other list down. I will tell you who does want to rally with you.
That
So
works.
much glad I have written down.
That works.
Heliod, our leader, he is more than willing to push against Callisius. Erois, they also wish to battle Callisius. And what actually does this, she kind of moves her hands, and you see kind of these statues illuminate. Heliod, Erois. Or what's this one? Karametha?
Coramenthra?
Karametha?
If I see it written down, I'll be able to pronounce it.
It's the one I always butcher.
Of Harvest?
Maybe.
I do know it.
Yes. Kill me. That one. I always butcher that pronunciation.
Kara.
Dave.
Frank.
The Keranos.
Bob.
Calliths. Crufix. Naella. Penix. Perforos and Thassa. They are the ones that will stand against Callisius. Essentially, all the non-evilly aligned ones.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 9 of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did I miss? And were there 13?
15.
18.
11 in total. Ephra, Heliod, Erois, Karamatha, Keranos, Clothis. I missed Clothis before, sorry.
Yeah.
Crufix, Naila, Penix? What?
Either way,
Whatever.
And then her.
So what's that? 11 of them are aligned against Callisius, was that?
and did she introduce herself with my brains?
Yes, she didn't, but she will. She didn't actually introduce herself. She probably wouldn't have.
Right.
And
she
yourself?
Oh, I am Ephra.
I meant more, are you... Where's she in that list?
She didn't say, but she would also. She probably would have gestured to herself.
So does that make 12 then?
No, that's it.
Actually, 10. Oh my god, hang on, maths is hard. 2.
1, 2,
They can't even count themselves.
11.
10.
I am very tired today, bear with.
So who does that leave off? I imagine the god of death.
That leads off
The god of slaughter, I imagine, is left.
Etheros. The Aphradites of passion, weirdly enough. I'm going to double check that's right because they are awful evil. I'm going to double check my notes in a minute. Erebos. It was death based, and then it will also be Mogus.
Yeah, slaughter.
Slaughter.
Deception one as well.
Yes. No, Pen technically is. No.
Really?
Yeah. And
I wonder...
Farrakha as well.
Farrakha.
Farrakha of Affliction.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Just do some quick
Just
law checking. 'Cause I might do
Meta?
this mistake. Yes.
having someone whose whole thing is deception, saying that they are with us.
Yeah.
Alarm bells instantly ringing.
I mean,
Make it worth a while. Some way.
the issue with lying is it's often a version of the truth.
Hmm.
Just because they are saying they're on our side against Callisius does not make them an ally.
No.
That would be my point of call. Lying is very easy if you twist the truth.
Is that in character?
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
Oh.
So I would say, you know nothing about that, do you?
I suppose those who are not necessarily aligned with us make sense given their aspects.
The decisions have already been made. It's good that they have thought it over and discussed it.
It is, but at the same time, I will turn to.
Mhm.
Are you ready to lose some siblings?
Peers.
Same thing.
Ah, haha, I've been an idiot. It's passage, not passion.
Oh.
They are basically
Got a doors.
the real estate dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh.
ignore me.
But
That
that's what I was
makes
saying. Are you ready to lose some of your peers, siblings, friends?
We are all willing to devote our lives to the faith of this nation and to defending it.
And what if you have to face each other in battle?
It will not be the first time.
I was considering to say that, but
Are these four who remain not aligned with our cause, are they dead set in their ways, or have they indicated that they are as yet undecided?
They are less than willing to stand where their exact allegiances lie, and their standings in this will be as unclear. I believe they tend to
To give a reason why.
avoid. They choose not to be involved in a conflict of this level, is what they say.
I don't think realistically they have a choice in the matter.
The choice is ultimately theirs.
It is. But when
Well,
somebody
it's on
else
fire.
comes and attacks you, you can rather choose to let them run you through with a sword, or you can decide to defend yourself. There is no in between.
Or submit yourself to them?
It is their decision on what they decide to do.
It is, but it is not much of one.
they all seem to be deities who would not either not necessarily benefit, but their job role is occurring when large battles or slaughters or things like that happen. So this doesn't feel out of their remit for this thing to occur. It's just their normal day to day by the looks of it.
Well, I think it would be better if we spoke with your fellow Aphradites.
If they are willing.
Yes.
First of all, to say thank you for the support for those who are willing to
Well,
fight.
let me be clear before we jump to conclusions. We, those that choose to stand against Callisius, will stand against Callisius. But I did not say we would place our faith within you.
No.
To do that, we require a test. We require you to prove that you are capable, that you are willing to stand against Callisius.
Of course.
We are Aphradites, we are divine beings in some sense of the word, titans. You are not. Well, she doesn't know you are half. You are not. And if you are to truly fight a divine being, if you are to lead this war, we must have some indication you are capable of doing that.
I'm gonna get killed again, aren't I?
So, we have proposed a test for you. A simple test.
Stop your banging.
I hate tests.
One moment while I put this one down my notes. In order for us to support you and follow you into battle, we would have you prove your might against a creature of this land. A creature that two of my brain is not working today.
Fellows.
My homies.
For me.
to my compadres once dealt with.
Is it a dragon?
No, not a dragon. No. Oh, I hate words. We would need you to battle Polychronos,
Sounds like a dragon.
a hydra. Well, in other words, the creature, it is also known as the World Eater. This is the mortal manifestation of the eternal idea of the hydra.
I see.
So it lives in the ocean.
No, it lives trapped within the island here. Many centuries ago now, when us Aphradites first rose, two of our oldest, Heliod and Naila, combined their powers to bind the creature deep within the jungle here on Mount Athros, so that they could battle and defeat it. That incarnation was indeed slain, but its eternal idea remains. A new incarnation of this World Eater is a fearsome omen, suggesting it only comes around when times are of trouble. Or, as we put it, when the pillars of the world tremble.
And I take it that these pillars are indeed trembling.
They are indeed.
What was you saying?
So, for us to follow you, my fellow Aphrodites suggested that we put you through your paces to see what you are capable of as a group of heroes and warriors.
I'm okay with that.
How populated is this island?
It is fairly populated, full of visitors and tourists. So do not fail, otherwise it will destroy the island.
Does this creature have a physical manifestation?
Yes, the original creature that was bound here was slain many centuries ago by Heliod and Nail. However, its mythological being, when this creature first arose from or appeared on this world, it fell to near us, and this is what created the idea of a hydra. You may have encountered one in the past, a multi-headed creature, very common in these parts. Whatever this World Eater or for Lomacross is, they are the creation of that. And while it exists, so do hydras. It is what we believe in Zakima hydras come from, what created them, as they are a mythical being, you may call them. This creature itself is not the same Polychronos that fell to near us centuries ago. It is just a reincarnation, what is the correct word they used in the official World War for this thing? A manifestation of this creature's magical prowess, magical power.
Did you say Nereus as a warrior's name?
No, it's the name of the world hero. Naila I mentioned previously.
No.
Naila and Heliod battled this creature originally.
Just checking that I wasn't going insane.
So you want us to basically put down this incarnation this time?
Yes, the most recent one.
I appreciate that task, but would that not then eliminate all hydras from the land?
No. Hydras now exist and do what hydras do. I am not an expert in creatures.
Basically, a tentacle, a head is poking out of its restraints, and they want us to put it back down.
Oh, okay.
Are we allowed to have any guidance, advice?
Heliod and Nail will be there to witness the encounter, as they are the ones that bound if they can release it. Every now and then, every time the world's in crisis, they do release the manifestation to the world so they can slay it before it breaks free and breaks the magic.
You said this thing fell down.
Well, the myth is, the ancient tale is that one day, centuries ago, this creature fell from the heavens and arrived here and near us in the jungle. Started causing havoc, slaughtering citizens and towns and cities across the land, or policies across the land.
Did it look like a hydra?
It looked exactly like a hydra looks. You picture a hydra in your head, that is what this creature looked like. The pure definition of a hydra. And after this, hydras began to emerge.
Two things, Matthew.
Yes.
On check phone. So, we never actually got a prize for it, but we wanted to get like heroes 3 scrolls.
Oh yes, sorry, I forgot about that. We'll see what then. I got now. What level's hero face?
6.
Six.
To save you spell slots.
8. Yeah, a bit more, about 10 grand as well.
Yeah, we can do that.
Does it
Well,
say
you still need them to tell them.
Yeah,
Still
it's
need
still
them.
that.
I think
That's
it's
the
the copy
cost.
stuff, the pen.
You still need the tiles, charts and stuff.
The gold. The
Yeah,
gold.
but it's part of that, isn't it?
just us, or do
Uh,
we have click and tandem with us?
Yeah, I thought it was like embedded in the scroll. I don't know how you do it. 'cause
No, so any like material cost.
you have to bring with it.
Yeah, the scroll
Okay.
just lets you cast it. So John can just cast it for free, no check me.
I mean,
But
yeah,
for ritual spells and stuff like that, you still need them to costs. They just, but if it's like an action spell, you
so
don't need
like 110,000.
Yeah. Just 'cause of
then
why-
you can cast it.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah.
can just get a scroll and cast like back for free, essentially.
I will go ahead and cast aid on everyone.
Well, should we go before you begin this? I will give you time to prepare. I cannot expect you to go straight into a conflict. I must also contact my my associates.
We tend to do things quite quickly.
What's the word you used before?
No.
Here's.
He is. I've got to forget. I'm so tired today, by the way. Oh, my second monster of the night.
Well, how quickly do you think you could do that? We have, not so
Well,
much
actually,
you, but
we
we have
can-
other things to
we
do.
can do this immediately if you wish. I was
Just
thinking you meant
Give us an hour.
an hour. Yes, of course.
Or tomorrow morning. Or just. Wait, I haven't.
We have a
is-
lot to do.
Yeah, no one's used up any resources.
No, it's just,
Really?
it would be achievement slots. Not achievement slots, it would be
100
prepared spells would be
Yeah.
a difficult thing. But we don't
Let's
really
get
know what we're fighting.
10
10
scrolls.
scrolls and 10 bowls.
10 scrolls,
Scrolls.
10 bowls.
What spells have I got?
And from the first bowl when it was poured out upon the earth. Sorry, Revelation.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, those aren't the most useful.
And he released the first seal.
Mm.
on
Do you know
first
what my
seal.
favourite thing is about using
Trumpets.
canon creatures? I can just get a picture up online.
Oh, that's so
That
useful.
picture. So, I mean, how do I describe this guy? I'm bad at describing people.
Picture.
Here's what they look like.
I know what this is in Greek mythology.
Yeah, it's the embodiment
To
of
be
Hydra.
fair,
Well, these are-
to be fair, he could.
Python.
I know, but he could have asked us to fucking fight something worse in Greek mythology.
Hey, I had ideas. I was like, how do I want this to take? I chose
I
this one.
forgot my Greek mythology, so I can't remember how
I
Python.
love Greek
Uh,
mythology.
Apollo and Artemis had to fight him so he could establish the Temple of Delphi. Delphi.
How do we fight a Hydra? I forget what that
It's
is.
usually
I know
fire- you
don't
want
chop off
fire.
their heads.
I mean, make checks.
Yep, no, that's fair.
History check?
It would be a. I'm gonna say either nature or history.
Okay.
In nature.
I'll take history.
Question.
Not bad.
Has
19.
Youth thought of Hydra?
Hmm?
Did Youth fight Hydras?
No, he was before Hydras.
Oh, that's such a
Can
good
we get
roll.
our hands on 9 color spells?
31.
Even some people will happen.
We have
Nice.
true list.
Three.
spells, right?
Mandor has some. He's a king.
History. My history is
No, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
I got 31
What's it on?
on a history check.
History?
On Hydra.
Nice.
25, so not high.
19 on a nature.
16.
So,
15 on history.
you all know a fair bit about Hydras. I am going to quickly, bear with, I just open up some notes here because I want to do this properly. So Hydras are mythical creatures. You know, none of you have encountered one before in your lives. They are these almost draconic-like creatures, multi-headed. They are very, very, very fearsome. You'll get the exact information I need up from them. They have several heads, and every time you remove a head, 2 more return in its place. They typically are, you know, fearsome of fire. You know, fire is an issue for them if they sustain too much fire. Yeah, they are waterbound. A lot of them are waterbound. If they sustain too much fire damage, this can mess with their head regeneration and stuff. But Hydra can't die until all of its heads are gone. So you need to somehow destroy its heads without, or destroy them all before you look
We
around.
have to get ahead of it.
I'm giving this thing 3 more heads.
Just make them all attack Harris.
All immune to fire damage as well, really irritating. And they use no Hydras, you can also use because of the hijack and everyone. Anything else specifically? I think that's just this guy that has that
So we
ability.
need to take as many heads as possible.
They also, their blood is quite acidic as well.
And they breathe fire or something?
Probably with water.
They can breathe in water. They are both waterbound and landbound.
Semi-aquatic.
Yeah. Egg-laying mammal actually.
Sacho didn't prepare
Yeah, I
Firestorm
thought
today.
they could spit like something.
Divine
had
word.
a breath attack of some kind. Not as in. I'm thinking mythical,
some
not D&D. I don't know about the D&D ones.
Chimeras can.
It's the one
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
depending
dragon
on how
head.
much health
The
they have,
dragon
you
goat
can fight
and
them.
dragon lion and
Snake.
snakehead. They
It's
can
a bonus action, that's
That's
Chimera,
okay.
yeah.
Is it not a
potential.
goat
It
legs,
is bonus though.
lion head, and a snake tail?
That's a chimera.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
What are you thinking of?
Scorpion tail.
Has the 3 heads.
Depends on your
Cerberus.
mythology.
Cerberus.
No.
What do you think?
No, there is another.
Unless it is a chimera, and I'm thinking
There is
of
I
another
think
version where it has 3 heads.
3 heads.
instead of
Yeah.
3 parts.
the dragon head, the thing you had in the other head.
Yeah.
It's a goat head, isn't it?
I'll look. I know
There's
what it
lots of different types
I'm
of
gonna
chimera.
go ahead and cast it. Don't know if you want to 6 level.
Yeah.
So
Some of
25.
them even are
25
100%
HP.
dog.
Thank you. I don't
But
understand
I
this.
think only one person got that,
I had 10 of them, it didn't play properly.
and one of them had the body of a dog.
Not a clue, is it?
For my
And then
alchemist.
can you rotate?
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's when
I'm
you
gonna
were
keep
kids.
looking.
Right.
My D&D knowledge has fallen off today, both guys. I am
That's okay.
falling asleep.
Tell Carol to subscribe.
What are you trying to work out?
I don't know what the fucking thing is that has the different heads. It's gonna bug me. I don't know what it is. I have to go.
Here we go.
So, did we say we're getting a hero's feast or something? Or was
Yeah,
that?
he's rolling it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, we're okay. Cool.
16.
Nice. So that will be
Plus 41 total.
in total. That's so useful. That's like a good hit
Amazing.
from something.
Manticore.
Manticore.
Manticore is the one you're thinking of.
That's the one with the scorpion.
Chimera is the one with the 3 heads.
Is that what you want?
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, Manticore's the lion face. No, the
You want me to lock it?
two-
lion body thingy face.
2, 4, 5.
Oh,
I'm
my
on.
turn.
Yeah, Chimera's the lion head, dragon
Okay.
head,
I'm
and.
pretty chunky, but not as chunky as you.
Oh, sorry, I am all over the place today.
We've got a range as well.
Yeah, you're.
So you guys want to just jump straight into?
I mean, we
Hero's
just need
feast.
to
Are we-
include.
Remind me what aid does?
Plus to your max HP modifier.
So we all have.
And I'm using the armor to get back my
Yeah,
60.
we'll have plus 41.
So 66 in total.
I'm
Your
using my
We'll
the
have
armor
plus
to
41.
regen
In total.
and get back a
Okay,
spell
right.
slot to get.
I heard 41 and thought that was just heroes.
Yeah, Rafon's dead. I need to update.
Yeah,
Heroes is 2d10.
Rafon's living his best life.
The only thing I might
Any
actually
more
do is
fat?
to tune to something different.
I assume Heliod and
Nylia.
Nylia appear to bring.
Well, yeah. So you guys, do you want to spend like an hour in the? Because she wouldn't leave you be to prepare
Yeah.
for an hour. She'll probably let you. She'll probably like give you like a side area. Would you mind preparing over there? And she kind of does like a spell or something that contacts them, and then she kind of continues for an hour, greeting people, accepting gifts, kind of offering blessings, etc. You guys prepare whatever you
Can
want
I
to do.
ask if it's specifically resistant to magic? Or any kind of damage? See if that's
Well, you know, it's
information that they'll give us.
acid. It tends to resist, or it's immune to acid. But nothing else. No, it's a very powerful creature.
I'll ask
I do agree.
Heliod and
Well, I'm not here just yet. It's just you're welcome.
You had, did you give us escape level activity?
Yes, that's a
Oh,
different
thank you.
thing.
Nothing off every.
Oh yeah, because you would have been here last. Do you think?
From the sentinel shield, so I have advantage plus 2 plus D8 plus 2.
You know what? I just really want this combination.
Yeah, for these levels.
I need to get more cards to keep track of the heal point.
My
We're
problem
going
now.
back to the Warhammer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I de-tuned for my Luckstone, and I equipped the Staff of Thunder and Lightning because I can use it because I'm wearing the Belt of Strength.
We ready for this snake to dance?
A few levels, try and get access to shield.
If it's not really good at resisting magic, then I'm bumping up my magic. So I've got the Reveler's Constantine, a Rhythmic Strum, the Ring of Fire, Elemental Control.
Nice.
Sorcerers.
So I can do this
Mhm.
twice.
So it's a warlock too.
Actually, I might change the
Where is it?
You might be able to pick up a beat.
magic initiative.
Ooh.
I'm going to be able to do that twice.
Mhm.
But generally that's the thing that they can pass.
Mhm.
So I know that you can make people fail.
Okay.
There might be-
It's probably got legendary
Jason's
resistances.
talking about
So.
Yeah, but at some point, I
Yeah.
might do that.
Actually, I might
Yeah,
switch out the
to be
concertina for
I don't
Mulag.
really use my reaction. Actually, that's a good point.
Because Mulag does fire
I'm
damage.
Suggesting it.
Yeah.
I don't have counter spell.
Are you going to be
So-
stabbing it?
That's honestly what I'm
Do you have
suggesting.
absorb?
Yeah.
No, cards don't get absorb elements.
Guys, do you want me on melee or magic? Because I can swap out the Reveler's Concertina for Mulag.
So hydras do a lot of attacks because they have multiple heads.
Yes.
Though at the same time they have bonuses against charm effects, I believe.
He ignores that.
Yeah.
But
Well, she
honestly-
ignores the resistance and immunities, but I think they have like advantage on the save or something.
yeah,
'Cause they
but
have multiple heads.
But I can boost my DC.
I would say, honestly, like probably go with magic. You've got a decent.
Yeah, I
front
think
line.
you've got enough front line. Right, I'll keep the Reveler's Concertina then.
Honestly, at this point in the game, you like spellcasters in general. Like if you're basically a full caster like Herish, Kirdan, and you want to get your spell DC as high as you possibly can.
It's currently sitting at 25, I believe.
You want that.
Yeah, you definitely want
You want that. Like honestly,
Yes.
at this
That's
point in
what I
time,
want.
yeah, at this point in time, you just want your shit to stick. You want your big spells to stick. You want to ban the legendary resistances, and then you want to play that like one utility control spell that fucks Matt's entire day.
Oh,
That's the way you
is
try to
today?
keep
Is
it
this the same day that Caro did his big fight?
No, don't.
No,
Right, I've not rested since then, so I'm gonna get
Probably-
my spell
probably
slots back.
rest.
I mean, I've not had my
You
character
wait till
long
like
rest
19,
since
then
then.
you can pick up magic initiative.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
The only alternative to that would be tough.
I have a question. Prismatic spray.
Yeah.
To be
Can you
fair,
target individual
you
heads?
don't realistically need it, but you definitely need a way of defending yourself. And
Or
Yeah.
does it all count as one
Um,
creature and so it only hits with
It
one
would
beam?
count as one
you are in the
creature.
same vicinity as them. And Harris get fucked. So
From
they
that,
by
how the
default-
head
To be
damage
fair,
works
it's
is each head has a set
mostly
amount of hit points.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
When
it is
that drops,
mostly-
the head goes.
But then you
Uh-huh.
only get fucked
So it would be
up
one
as a result.
creature,
You need a
but
way
if you
to
do say
defend
X amount of
yourself.
damage, it'll target.
You get
different
yourself
heads.
like
If you say 100 damage, it'll target
AC
multiple heads, not just one.
will get stuff to me.
But only one
It's
ray
only one
will
creature.
hit.
It's
One.
one creature for the heads.
Which means prismatic spray is useless.
No, it can do a lot of damage.
But only one ray would ever hit it,
Well, yeah.
which is
Which would affect the creature as a whole, not just the
I can't
heads.
wait to go to the army and it's just like some guy with a short sword trying to stab me.
just the difference between 8d6 and 10d6 and 80d6.
Two swords
Yeah.
out.
Excuse me, what?
Just
80?
drops the sword.
Yeah, I can do
I'm just gonna
80d6
shoot you to
damage.
death.
How?
Prismatic spray. If I've got
Oh.
8 targets,
Right,
so
okay.
I was thinking if they count as individual targets,
The heads.
then I could do 80d6 to the Hydra. But as it stands, it counts as one creature, so it'd only be 10d6, which is fine. It's just a shame.
You have to move your physical fingers. Sorry.
Right, here's a question for you guys, because it is important.
You're not gonna,
No,
okay.
it's not. Move on.
I don't know, but they
Shall I-
definitely.
Winston's
I
going.
put them in the
do
kitchen.
you want
Really helpful
do you
thing.
want the same resistances and immunities as me for this fight, or do you want me to be able to attack 3 times in a turn?
So what was the first one?
How many times can you attack at the minute?
Two.
What was the first thing you said?
Yeah.
Do your attacks automatically have fire aspect?
Yeah, I can get that.
I would say if you can attack 3 times with all of your weapons or all of your attacks having fire aspect, that would be incredibly useful.
That's why I'm asking, because I'm just going to rattle off the list of stuff. Being like my aura, if you're within my aura, that would mean your like resistance or immunity to fire damage, depending if I put that. Resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing, and radiant damage, and immune to being blind, deaf, and petrified, stunned, or diseased.
And that's just your current aura already, or is that with the law?
That's so. I have a personal law that I set as an aura. That's what I've set.
Okay.
What's the range in it?
It's my aura, so it's 10 feet.
10 feet.
Or do you want me to be able to attack 3 times?
I think do attacking because whereas that's good,
Mhm.
I think we're going to be a bit more spread out.
Oh, it's
Okay.
like.
I'm not. I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm just asking what you guys.
That's my opinion, but you
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I want to attack 3 times,
yeah.
but I'm just giving you guys the option.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
if we stay at range and you have the high attack rate,
The thing I got last week is
Stealing ignis.
how dare you?
Ha ha ha. Correction, I'm not a monster. I'm freeing Igneous.
To be fair,
How the tale was taken. I'm freeing you from
considering that
slavery now.
Igneous has lost 2 arms,
Oh God! Iggy!
one was in your care, one was in mine, so Iggy
Yeah,
goes in the
I-
cage.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
give
what
the arm
we
back.
use as staff.
Where is
Sounds-
Motors? Okay, you're gone.
I was in the box top of the I think.
Fair enough.
I don't know, he's not using a staff.
So I have a
He just has a warhammer.
random question. It may not be possible. Just thought.
Yep. Sorry, I'm back now. I had to settle.
I have 6 staffs on my character sheet.
Oh God.
Well, what's the idea that at some point in time I could try and do something to combine them together?
It's called downtime and a welding torch.
Yeah.
What kind of staffs are they?
They're Staff of Fire, Staff of Frost, Staff of Thunder and Lightning, Staff of Healing, and Staff of the Woodlands.
Hey, you can try.
You know those clicky pens?
Yeah.
You could make a giant version of the clicky pen.
You're not an enchanter, but
If you had a staff-
you're an inventor.
Yeah.
Mm.
That
Why
could
not?
be
So what,
interesting.
you have staff of fire, staff of
Staff of Fire, Staff of Frost, Staff of Thunder and Lightning, Staff of Healing, and Staff of the Woodlands.
If you have a staff, actually
Sorry,
you could make an
yes.
elemental staff. You could just combine all the elemental staffs.
And then
together,
make-
maybe.
Ooh,
A
that'd be
staff of the
interesting.
elemental thing.
So, that would make sense.
I'll think of some ideas for how I could try and make it any way, shape or form balanced. Because otherwise that would be broken.
The multi-staff.
Yeah. I'm thinking like maybe the charges wouldn't increase as much, but the versatility would. Because if you just gave it all the charges,
This is all you would have gotten from when she was there.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing else going on in your head apart from that.
I mean,
oh, is this your?
When you were like away from that moment, that is.
I know, but I was more of a question to her. Because that's long term.
Okay.
That's a long term.
She ain't a fan. She ain't a fan of the idea.
She isn't or isn't.
Isn't.
Damn.
Makes sense.
Is this your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well,
fiance.
Fiance. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I should know that.
Apologies, I am back. So you guys spend an hour preparing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to do during that hour? I was on the floor.
I've attuned to something during that time.
What were you doing?
I've attuned to the Staff of Thunder and Lightning instead of my Stone of Luck.
How long is it going to take to get down there?
It takes 40 minutes. They can probably.
And then
You'll have plenty of time.
I will cast Mage Armor on myself, and I will cast Death Ward on myself.
So after an hour goes by, you see 2 figures appear in the chamber.
And these are as
The first person you see is a feminine figure. She's got this green tinted skin. Wears like a long kind of leaf kind of style cape with a hood, and it's like a very basic kind of like wrap around top kind of thing. Has like a long bow in a hand with a quiver of arrows at her back. And the second person you see is this very tall humanoid figure, yellow orangey kind of robes, long kind of black hair with a ponytail in there as well, black beard, and almost like this golden kind of like halo around his head. And in his hand he holds this long kind of black handled spear, but the top next like spear has like this flashing golden and red and yellow magic. I didn't think the male figure speaks. Sir Dave Olivet, at last we meet. Heliod is at your service, and bows his head to you.
pleasure to meet you.
I believe we are at your service today.
Well, that will be seen. Yes, I am sure Ephra has told you of our task. Naylor and I, many centuries ago, fought the original incarnation of this being, trapped here on our island, so it could not escape and devour the world. Every few decades or centuries, the creature stirs, begins to take form again.
Does it have a name?
Yes, I'm sure Ephra would have told you.
She did.
Polycranos.
Yes. Polycranos, also known as the World Eater.
Poly meaning many, Kranos meaning cranium as in head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hence
Yep.
Hydra.
Are you just grumpy at the?
But welcome to trying to make names for mythical creatures. It's really difficult after a while.
That's amazing.
How do I name this multi-headed Greek-style creature? I know, that sounds Greek.
Yeah, that does sound
And it
pretty
does mean
cool.
multiple heads.
I was just like, why did that take me so long to figure out?
Yeah. It probably would be like pronounced Kranos, not Kranos, but it's funny.
The words change over time.
Yeah. Then they just pronounce it so it's not the exact same. It's like Polychron, it's not
Probably
Polychron.
it's more confusing in German.
I don't know what it would be in German. It probably translate the same, but
So
anyway.
German's very literal.
Well, you know what we want, and what we're going to do. As a result, I would like to know what you're offering.
We would offer you our services in this conflict. We'll be able to help defend and fight lands.
You yourself or forces?
Ourselves, indeed, we would be involved in the fight. Not the first time we have fought a powerful beast. And I imagine it will not be the last.
Hopefully.
We also have followers as well, paladins and clerics who can assist, but we ourselves will be the main force fighting for you.
Good. Well prepared.
Is your nation mobilized or prepared for war?
We do not rule this nation.
I apologize.
No, it is a simple mistake.
Speaking of fighting, when you first fought this creature, did you find that doing anything in particular was useful?
Fire was our best friend in that situation. Outside the being of the sun, I was able to burn it a lot. I'm dying today. Neither. And what is this like feminine figure? Doesn't really say much. She's very quiet. She was able to bind it with her arrows and attack from afar, while I engaged out of range with my spear and presents this little huge spear. Now shall we descend to the jungles?
Indeed.
Let us go.
Let's go.
And you see people kind of like just bow their heads to this, specifically Heliod more than Naila, but they kind of like all bow to his brother. He looks to be probably, the main G. You make your way down the mountain and you ascend to a part of the jungle. You kind of goes off the main path, and a few minutes you are within the jungle. When you see a bit of a clearing, and in the very kind of up against like a tree, you see this large kind of stone, old stone with kind of like vines up around it, almost forming like an arcane sigil. And Ephra, and Helios are here. They kind of gesture you to enter the kind of clearing. I'll put you on the map just at the top here. Oh. And Helios will go. Once we deactivate the runic seal, the creature will appear from it. I would advise you take a moment to position yourselves.
I will
I'm gonna
give,
put on the
before
map.
we disperse, I will give every one of us 32 temporary hit points.
Whoop, whoop.
Fantastic.
It will appear.
I'm going to mutate myself so I can give myself flying speed.
Yes.
I'm going to ask him a question.
Yes.
You don't want this thing permanently destroyed, do you? You just want it beaten back into the hole.
Oh, slay the creature. It will reform in it. It will reform in time.
Oh, okay then.
Does it have any particular weaknesses
You're gonna
that you
throw it all
would be able
at
to share with us?
Like I said earlier, fire.
Oh, that's good.
This is the last time I repeat his weaknesses to you.
I know.
I'm losing faith in your comprehension.
It's okay. I'm the note taker and I'm keeping track.
Good.
You say
I was more thinking because they're here. Do they know if there's anything extra more than what we knew?
They will have shared what they done. They'll probably go.
What's that?
We will.
What's that, Tim?
That is all we are going to share with you. We need to see your skills, not just information.
Okay,
we
I'm
have.
pulling out the holy sword. It's got fire attached to it.
Nice. Apparently it's called a juggle now rather than a jungle. There
I
we go.
could, yeah, 32.
327 HP.
To be fair, I'm at 292.
Ooh, I need to roll a d20. I need 20, I need 12.
244.
Yeah, we both did great.
Hackers, roll me a d12, please.
2.
I'll give myself temporary points. Have you?
Thank you.
I'm flying.
You know temporary hit points don't stack.
I know.
Which is more the ones that you got
So
yourself.
you can't have temporary points when you have aid.
Oh no, you can because aid is right. Okay, because aid is different. Aid
Okay,
is
what have you
magic.
cast himself?
So I'm Magnus,
Okay, how much?
25.
Okay, do you want that 25 or do you want his 32?
His 32.
Okay, so you don't have armor back.
So you can't
Is
have
the temp HP normal like specific to the one that you get from the spell?
Yes.
Or is it, oh,
So on it,
That's what I'm
can
saying.
okay. Unless they.
So it's like Harris's like armor bagatus would be negated by your 32, so there's no point in spending the spell slot.
Yeah.
Just they want the more temporary HP.
So yeah, so
Maybe
RPG, but it will be
From
the
this area.
I guess they have to
Carol
cancel.
would be only around this way on the flank.
Because druids now count as
It is-
What, how you
Oh,
there?
no,
Well,
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
because it manifested.
No, it's not my this is where it's going to come. I'm going to give you
That would
chance.
be
No, it should be more.
Here they are on your front line. It's going to
He
be.
will appear here for
Which is
patience.
32. Oh, right, we're stacking on top. Yeah.
So my
Right off
max
that
balance is
It's appearing there.
132.
Step back a bit.
No.
I'll put a bomb there. Okay.
He can survive it.
Yeah, I'll walk it off.
Are you sure?
Are we dispersing
No,
now?
but he's
Because I
been
can
kind.
also cast. Is
we got a bit of time to prepare, so if you're going to cast something on us.
yeah. I mean,
Is anyone else flying?
I am flying.
All the wings fall off. Good.
Right.
Flew
Um,
that.
I've got my broom. Is it worth flying? So I'm not on the ground.
Do you have another flying?
I do.
I'm going to swap
Because I can still cast spells whilst flying. I just can't hit with a weapon.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
shoot a crossbow from flying
On the.
on a broom?
Go, you can. You get proficiency bonus on though.
Okay,
It's just
I'm going to get
What
my
about on a
damage dice
carpet?
ready.
same. It's a flying vehicle.
Okay.
I will be concentrating on
If you want
holy
like half the
aura.
flight bonus, you can do it.
So,
things like you're trying to stabilize the.
Are we-
You have
So-
proficiency like flying
Just
vehicles.
roll
That's
for
what
it.
it's
Mhm.
So Matt, once we're in position, the seals will be broken.
Yep.
Okay, so
Back corner, please.
it depends how. See, this is the thing. If we're all spreading out, then
What does Holy Aura
We have
do?
1 minute to decide.
holy aura lasts for a minute concentration. So,
And what does it do?
bunch of things, but that's not
Is
the
it
point.
within the radius that
Within
it
30
stays?
feet of me, you have to be.
Okay, ignore
When
me.
you give like the, it's going to pay 3 2, right? Put the
You
F on
have
rage.
45 seconds till it is.
I mean, I'll be within like 30 feet. If Kara and Motus are going to be standing right next to it, I want to be 30 feet so that I can hit them with Holy Aura. And if anyone else wants to be hit with Holy Aura,
Here.
get within 30 feet of me.
No, I'm not like in the very centre of where everyone is in there. 30 seconds.
Depends what Motus
I'm
is.
gonna cast mirror image just
Might be
just before it
Placed
appears.
in the middle of the to the
3.
to
you want 4?
your right now,
Sure.
Matthew. At the opposite
Haste.
end of the binder.
I'm fine with that.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Motus is now hasted.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Excellent. How many attacks is that now?
Where you going?
Where I am.
Motus, where you going?
Nearby, like close to it.
Motus is now
Can
hasted.
I-
Carol.
Can I?
Oh,
Initiative
it's-
for me, please.
that's
That is
where-
it. Initiative for me.
I don't think
you
Sorry,
should
I'll
storm it and
limit-
that's
no,
it,
go
no.
over here.
I don't think you heard me say that. But I did say.
Okay.
I don't think you heard me say, but I did say it. Motus is now hasted.
Yes, I did have that.
Was that your time of going off?
Yes.
Just too late. That's a shame. I did say it.
Tell you what, I'll be nice. Roll me d20.
Okay.
So we'll say you move as it appears, see how far you get.
That's fair. I'm not sure if you heard it because everyone was talking about cast mirror image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Getting your token for me now. So it's not concentration, is it, Miriam? I always forget.
No, it's not concentration.
Mine is.
Yours is, I'm concentrating first.
Mine says I'm concentrating on Holy Aura.
Aura. I need a hasted from Motus. There is a hasted line, I remember where it is. Alright, initiatives for me, please. Gang.
Don't forget gift of alacrity.
Harris.
22.
22.
Edan.
21.
Ooh, Iggy.
Yes.
12. 24.
Motus.
26.
Ooh.
Didn't do
Zaba.
21.
Nice clump. I should probably roll for the fucking creature, shouldn't I?
You have
Ooh,
bonus
wow.
initiative now, don't you? You had that
What's
last time.
Green
Twelve.
Ranger's
You had an
next?
extra for some reason.
Why would I have an extra?
You got something.
So, as you decide on your plan, you watch, and stand up for this one, as Heliod and Niall, and the first time you hear Niall kind of speak, kind of mutter these words you're not familiar with, probably a local language of some sort, mixed with probably a small hint of celestial, and you watch as the glowing, the vines on this begin to pulse like a strange green colour, as the ruin lights up, and you watch the stone kind of tear itself in half, and pulling its way out, you watch this creature forms. This huge gargantuan reptilian creature, like a lizard's body, 4 large legs with these claws at the back, a large swirling spiked tail, and from its neck you watch as 7 heads form, each uttering this guttural roar as it appears. Notice your top of the round, what do you want to do?
I mean, I'm right next to it. I know the heads are what the issue is, so I'm gonna make a bunch of attacks, try and cut off some heads.
Go for it.
I'm gonna advantage. What am I in?
Oh yeah, I'm flanking it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, okay, great. That's even better.
Oh, kind of. Put you in flank. Anyways.
It's a 19 plus a bazillion. It's probably gonna hit.
That's it.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll all the attacks. Does a 26 hit?
26 is indeed hit.
2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits.
Excellent.
It's not
I'm not that good.
It's not dead.
Yeah, I'm not that good. I'll go easy, so at the minute I'm not gonna snipe it. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna use it, the first attack. I'm gonna go into the infernal rage.
Oh yes.
Does that have a visual indicator?
Probably his eyes.
Okay.
But I want you to smash the gauntlets together, and that kind of starts the rage.
Yeah. So I was not prepared to do math today. 30, 32, 38 plus 9, so 47 on all.
Mm-hmm.
It was fire.
So
20
you
feet across.
swing the first blade across. How much damage?
47.
You slice it, cut one of the heads off immediately, and as it does, acid kind of splashes from its body. You and Caro both take 10 points of acid damage. As the acid kind of splashes all over your body.
This is gonna happen a lot.
I'm fine.
I could stick it in a force cage
10, 20, 20,
with holes in it.
yeah, 23,
And I cast
20
more fire.
plus 9 is 32, plus 9 is 41.
41.
Second attack.
Another head clean off. Another 10 points of acid damage.
Something we meant to fight a while ago.
No, I think it. Oh, it doesn't matter. So that's 10, 13.
We need to get fire on it as soon as possible, because if it goes
2
for the head, they're going to have double.
plus 6 is 28. Beast plus 32. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
32 plus 9 is
41.
41.
Another head gone, but another 12 fire damage this so acid damage this time.
That's every hit point's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Keep track of that for me because I'm too busy doing math. So that's 5, 10, 11, 16, 19, 25, 30, 39.
Also, you slash it again, but this time the head kind of stays on. That is another 11 fire damage.
So 43 in total.
Or
Do you mean
take
acid
that?
damage?
Acid damage, sorry.
Just take that even though the head hasn't been taken off.
Every time you hit it, yeah.
Yeah.
Were any of that damage fire damage?
Oh, acid.
Hold on. I need to keep. So here's the thing. I heal every time I hit it at the minute.
Mhm.
We're both doing the healing
But-
job.
You had temps that were gone.
Yeah, so realistically, the last attack
So the last attack would be
is what I need to heal.
yes, because the first 3 total to 32. That's
Yeah.
that's the temp
So
HP.
you did 47. How much is this first damage?
47.
Ignore me. it's okay.
Yeah, so I just need to roll 2d8 and I heal this one.
41 from the first one.
14.
Alright. I'm going to do some quick adjustments to maths.
Any fire damage? in
Does
that?
its head number need to be
Yeah.
bigger?
Oh right.
I'm going to
What's
change
fine?
some stuff there.
There was fire damage as part of that.
How much?
Was each one?
Okay, so it would
I
be
did
it
it.
would have been a total of 88 fire damage. So on average, that would be it's
40.
on average 40. On average, it would have been 40 fire.
You give your time?
Yeah, I'll have to track that.
Keep track of that.
Anyone mind if I stick it in a box?
I I'm inconsolable in the middle of a rage. I'm fine.
That's fine. I'm going to cast Force Cage on it.
It's already quite inside.
We're not allowed to stomp something? Oh.
No, we'll track it accurately going forward.
It's 20 feet, isn't it?
It
Or
is.
long.
The question is.
Is Force Cage big enough?
20 by 20 by 20.
Big enough. And you would have to travel.
That's Force Cage.
Roaches and carrots.
No, push them aside.
That's Force Cage.
Push them to each side. You stab it through fast. If it's 20 by 20 by 20, it
very
should fit it
hard.
exactly, and nothing else.
I have a hammer. I can't poke it.
Jab.
You are pushed 5 feet away.
But warhammers tend to have spikes on them.
But it's now Force Caged.
It is.
Bonus action, Harris, I think you're within about 30 feet of me.
No, I'm 30 feet up in the air.
We don't
So,
do
Hey,
that.
at an angle, I reckon you have inspiration.
Is that a D12 10?
It's a D10 at the minute, yeah.
You don't get the temp HP because that's less temp HP than my temp HP.
Yes, unless you've already used it up. But you only get that when you use it, so it's in the pocket.
Oh. In the pocket.
Force Cage. I can shoot through it.
You can shoot through it. It's the one with
Yeah,
the...
it's a 7th level spell, so yeah.
I can't say
Harry, shut up.
For the next minute.
Lovely.
Me?
Yep.
Carol?
There you go, touch.
Cool, okay.
You can.
Can you shoot
I
through
can't.
Force Cage?
You can, yeah. You can also attack out though, is the only thing.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to bonus action X.
Yep.
Going to disadvantage on acrobatics.
Okay.
Just why not? And then I'm going to Elves Blast 3 times.
You go for it.
You do an extra bit of fire damage with this, don't
I
you?
do. That's the one. That's what I got here. 26.
Maybe I should have taken it.
Hit.
So that's 10 plus 5 plus 4.
Give me the head HP. Yeah, that makes more sense in my head.
Add 5, yeah.
I'm going to give it 1 head back retroactively.
So
Because of change the number.
15 force damage and 5 fire damage on the first bolt.
Okay.
For that. Second bolt. Probably gonna miss. 13.
Misses.
One. 24
Hits.
24. That's an 11.
plus 10.
21.
21.
Still hits.
I was thinking 13 plus 13. And this plus
I think I should have taken
7 force damage.
Force.
That's it.
Yep.
How much fire damage?
Just
Did
5.
5.
Do you want me to track my fire damage or all
Keep track of how much fire damage you do.
like all the group?
No, I actually like to just keep when you roll damage. Track
Okay.
fire damage. I've got track of it. I've got its fire damage.
I've got the.
It's just a monster.
Hex
Is it-
damage?
Is it? Yes, I'm just wondering. It's D6. First one 5 necrotic.
Yep.
Yep.
And the second bolt hits, so it's number 4. So 9 necrotic in total.
Carry on then.
Question.
This is the first time
The
I've used that.
rage I've got from the top of my foot doesn't say if it's cost a bonus action or anything.
I'll be a bonus action to do it. Sorry, I should have done it. It's the same as normal rage.
So I will go into a rage.
Was it all hype?
It's kind of sort of just to be Carol just closes his eyes, just see anyone who's close enough. This place probably just aired at. Just see just the gaps between your scales just start to pulse like a dull red. when you open his eyes again, the blue pupil's still there, but the sclera is just complete red.
Erdan just looks for a second to make
Alec?
sure that
Just two people raging.
Alec.
Like,
he's more concerned about him.
Because the force cage
You'll be
pushed us away, it still counts flanking
This
us.
is why you should start with
No.
flying.
It's still gonna hit though.
Yeah, you don't fucking need it. It's the fucking plus 19 to hit.
17. So that's
To be fair, the most I've ever had in a game is a plus 20 to hit.
it's 31 to hit.
This is a Keeman ambulance.
Just get ready, kid. Think you're very free.
That's
Don't need that.
You're not going to fit with the wings.
10,
What's that?
50, 38 points damage, 6 is fire.
Sorry.
More to hit.
Yeah, you roll the
So
same.
if that, another one of his head comes off.
6.
That's just you take this time. 10 acid damage to Karen.
Right there, so I'm going to that large of this.
Oh yeah.
That's a 19 plus 17 to hit. 2 points of fire, then it's 6 and 8. Sorry, 38 again,
Okay.
I'm fine.
then 2 points of fire.
14 acid damage.
I got that too.
Is that how many are?
No, just kind of pushed when the force cage bit pushed you back.
Oh shit, I'm going to remember my mate about fraud on the d12.
Is this your second attack?
It's
Yeah.
I thought I just rolled it.
Just roll 2 d12 now. You've got 10. Just roll 2 more.
You just
Add this
roll-
one up, then roll d12 afterwards.
Actually, that's 2 attacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm using plus, yeah.
We all apparently are.
Do you want on the pen?
Sure.
It's one of them days where everyone's head
There
just
we go.
falls off.
Got it.
Good for no reason, everyone's head's just
That's
Oh.
10, 16, 20, 22, 39 points of damage, 2 fire.
And you took 34 no, sorry, 24 acid in total.
Is that end your turn, Carol?
Yeah, but nothing else going on. I'm not moving.
Stab on your go. Oh, sorry, end your turn, Carol. Legendary action. It's going to make a tail attack on you.
Arrow.
Oh, no. 15 misses.
Yeah.
Stab on your turn.
So on to then.
I'm going to shoot it with my lightning bolt. That's a 2. That's probably going to miss.
That is a miss.
That's approximately, I think it's 16. No, 17. No, 13. 15. So that
15
misses.
misses.
Second attack.
Yep.
11.
That's 4 heads at this point. My math is right. Down.
24 to hit.
Hit.
Sorry.
Sorry.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Put it in my
19 lightning damage,
Okay.
and the next person to attack it has advantage.
Another head blasted off.
Yes.
End your turn. Tail attack again. Against Motus this time. Nope. 16.
No.
Alright. Then. Ed, on your turn.
Sweet. Let me think. I'm probably within this guy's threatening range. I don't exactly want to be launched a bunch of times. So I am going to I'm going to use my use a Misty Step to back away 30. And then I would like for this creature to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, what kind of effect is it?
It is Toll the Dead.
Oh god, I'm messing that.
With
21, I failed.
That is a fail, so it takes 3d12 necrotic. Do I have +7 because ooh. So that is 31 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Not bad.
No, yeah.
Is it possible that maybe depending on
Necrotic. Yeah, it's necrotic.
oh, it's depending on your line
No, it's not. It's just necrotic. But
it changes depending on your
no, it changes. So if the target's taking no damage, it takes d8.
No,
If
I know that part.
Any else in your turn, Evan?
that will end my turn.
Right, its turn. It has. Left. 2 health left. It's lost.
And it's in a force cage.
Oh, I'm almost on tab. It will. It's going to bite once towards Motors, once towards Carol, and it's going to do a stomp, and I'll do a tail attack on the cards because it's doing a stomp. Bite at Motors once. That is a combat terrible. 18.
No.
Then on Carol. Same, 18.
Nope.
Then it'll do a tail attack. No, I'll do a stomp attack on Carol if you're closer. Which I think we're range ball. That's better. 24 or 27.
Actually, the tattoo goes off.
Alright. End of its turn. It didn't take the fire damage needed because I upped it from 40.
No.
You were off by 2.
Oh, I so should have taken that stuff flyer instead. That was.
It regains 2 per head as loss. It's lost 5 against 10 heads.
Oh.
Shit.
17 heads.
How much fire damage did we do in total?
You did.
Not enough.
50. No, it's more than that. You did 70. No. How much did you do last time? You didn't do 85.
I didn't do anything.
55 you did. Oh no, you're sorry, it's way off. Maths is a why can I run a game?
I think the threshold might be
75.
Oh.
You did 60. So you're off by 15. Not 2.
I was going to say 80, so.
2 was for the next head to be lost.
It's okay.
I could have assumed.
Motor, your turn.
Okie dokie, bonus action, I'm activating that Hellfire Shroud.
Black and red flames coming about it.
Yep, and then I'm gonna hit it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna hit it a bunch.
Snake it.
And I get an extra d8 of fire damage.
You actually have an extra d6 from the lightning launcher just on this first attack.
Okay. Natural 20. I might as well
I
just go-
think
might
we
as well
might be
just go-
reaching that threshold.
I might as well just go big.
Yeah.
I will
Oh,
hit it.
threshold resets.
I will hit it with a third
No,
level.
I know, but.
I will hit it with a third level divine smite.
You're on a rage, aren't you?
I'm in rage. I'm not casting a spell.
Sorry, I always forget.
Yep. And then I'm going to hit it with.
Make a mistake.
Yeah. I'm going to then put another third level into the necrotic damage from the arm, from the gauntlets.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. I'm also going to use Storm King Storms to add an extra D3. The armor to use 3d12.
So roll fire damage separately to normal damage.
I'm going to roll the fucking fire damage now.
Do the fire damage first.
Because it is 3d8.
Are you doubling this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is 10, 20. So take that out. I need that. Oh no. Yes. That is it. Extra 3d8 on that. Sorry guys.
Red spike will look at the Nexus 5 boss into Gax's face now.
Yeah, it would have been so useful.
No you don't.
Yeah,
It was thematic.
Carol goes, shit.
Do you have my extra d6? No, you still have
Yep.
Yay! Yeah, maybe take the other dice out of the tray, because that's not... Oh, yeah. That's a pile and a half.
Couple ones. I'm going to use my channel divinity.
That is so mean the way that
So,
trick.
Yeah. And I'll get to reroll all ones and twos. that's not leveling up.
There you go. So you don't knock them. Much better. One of those is a 12.
And then I'll add all them together. And then double it.
I'll do this box.
What are you plotting, Matt?
Now, I just read the thing where he takes 40 or more damage in a single turn. So it would only be.
Mine feels different.
That was 40 or more damage, it loses one head.
That's 30 in there. Oh, I haven't doubled it yet. Oh wait, I have doubled it. No, I haven't doubled it. So that's 60. Hang on.
There's 30 in there. 30,
Oh.
44 in here.
There's 30 in there. So not mine is 60.
70,
And what's yours?
74.
74 total doubled.
148.
Then
Plus
plus your
9.
attack. Yeah. So 157.
Of that is fire. On to the next attack. The damage attack 1.
Oh, plus an extra 20.
Does it just like instantly die if it takes a certain amount of damage?
No, so it's written as whenever it takes 40 or more damage in a single turn, one of its heads dies. So technically,
It's already dead.
you can only kill one head per turn.
Why?
Because when it takes in a single turn.
This is the embodiment of like division.
No, what I'm saying is, so if you do 40 damage to it,
Yeah.
you kill one head.
Then
Got more attacks, can't kill more head, just damage it.
Oh, 40 damage in a turn.
So
Okay,
if you take it in a
so-
single turn, it takes 40 damage, what kills one head.
So there would be 8 heads instead of 10.
Yes,
Instead
but
of
also that would
12.
mean if you do say 100 damage, you only killed one head.
Yeah, but so the difficulty there is it wouldn't have 17 now because it wouldn't have doubled into as many as it has.
But it would still mean you've lost one head.
Yeah, which means it actually has less.
8 heads. Instead of.
Because 1
It has
became
9 heads because it would have gained 1 against 2.
Yeah, so it loses 1, so it goes down to 6, then it gains 2, so it goes up to 8. So it's 8 heads.
No, it's 7 to start with.
Yes.
6, 7, 8. Oh, yes, sorry.
I'm still doing damage to it.
I'm not going to roll that because that's. Keep doing your damage, what do I think it's on?
That's 32 hit.
Oh, I thought that was off of 2, but I didn't see the 18.
No. I'm not that broken. Yet. I shouldn't be that broken, period.
Same time, Matt.
Has more than one head.
If we kill a lot of heads but don't reach the threshold, you get to make more attacks.
Do, but my thing is. No, my thing is.
Unless you limit that
So-
to the threshold.
No, so if you don't reach 40 damage on a single turn of attack.
No, yeah.
Well, Caro's done 40 damage.
Kara did, yes, so it lost. It would have lost.
You did about 80.
80, yeah.
It lost 2.
John did 31.
53.
53, I've got that written down.
How much fire damage?
It would be 8. Actually, no. I forgot to add a d8 to that. 8 plus 7, 50. So so far, 35. Uh, 26 to hit.
Hits. So it has 8 now.
Has 8
It's
now.
lost 1, so it got 7
And it can only lose 1 head per turn.
per.
Okay.
Well, per.
Yeah, per turn, not round.
No, right, yeah.
That's okay. Stat blocks can be big and hard to reach
It's just,
sometimes.
it's weird because. Yeah. If you do 100 or damage, you've cut off 1 head.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of an impact if you did 41 damage? We'll go for that. We'll go for that. And I'll change the damage threshold to be fair to slightly less than what I did.
38 with
I'll keep that. No,
With-
we'll change that to
10 fire damage, so 45.
45.
Do you know the total damage on that?
Yeah, I've got it, don't worry.
Okay.
That's so 45 fire damage this turn. Last attack, 31 to hit it.
Yep.
And you like the monster you created.
I don't know. No, I don't like it. I don't love it. It's great. Do you know why they gave this thing hit points? Because it's alive while it's got heads.
Yeah.
So
For instant death effects and stuff.
What do you think I'm working towards?
Technically, yeah. Well,
And I have divine word prepared.
yeah, I suppose.
I know.
No, it's 20 HP.
So 40 with 8, so that would
It
be
does.
5 damage. So 53.
In total. Yeah.
Can anyone do more fire damage?
I'm going to
Iggy's
this
about
round.
to do a load.
Okay. I don't have to action
I
to
do some.
So 50 of you deafen, 40 of you
And your time
deafen,
motors?
5 and 30 of light
Yes.
and stun.
Iggy, your turn.
20.
Let me know when it's his turn because it takes a d10 of fire damage for being in my aura.
Oh, you take
I'm not doing proper.
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
6.
How much?
6. He's rolling now. Both
No,
of
it
you
needs to be done separately because when I hit it, I heal.
So take 6 on the first one.
Negated.
30 on the second one.
You only heal 3 times because you attack it first and then you take the damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And 11 on the last one.
So it was 13, so I took 5.
6, 13, 11. There were 4
and then
attacks.
11.
The 4 6?
Yeah.
He's hasted.
I was the numbers now, not about the rest. Another 10.
So
I think you take that too.
another 10.
No, because he was pushed back when he
And then I
Apologize.
healed it.
Iggy, your turn.
I would like to please cast Wall of Fire inside the Cube of Force.
Yeah.
Force
Force
cage.
Yeah.
Brain stuff.
Where you casting that?
Pardon?
Where you casting that?
Would you like the
Inside
wall
a force cage with, so one side the wall does fire,
Hold on.
the other side doesn't do any damage
Mhm.
at all.
Inside?
So inside, fire,
That's what I
side, placing inwards.
Yep.
I need a verification on something.
Yes.
That aura, the Hellfire aura,
Mhm.
it says when I get hit, it takes a D8 of fire damage.
Mhm.
Is this like a back and fucking forth? Or are you just gonna call it like it hits me, I hit it, do acid damage, it hits me, it takes
I think
fire
the
damage.
acid's hitting you, not it.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, so when you hit it, the acid kind of spews out of the wound onto your skin.
Otherwise, it's just me and it gonna kill a killer.
Yeah.
The acid takes fire damage and then falls on the floor. That's how I'd roll that anyway, sorry, that's not my
Yeah.
game.
Deck save, isn't it?
Deck save, please.
What's the
seen
thing?
them all.
Not have magic resistance? That is bizarre. Ooh. That's not
Against your what? 25?
Fail.
Oh, it's taking a bunch of fire damage.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Will it let the resistance that? Because it's fire? Yes, it will.
So it succeeds.
half.
So it still takes half. And if it ends its turn within 10 feet of it, then it takes that again.
Yeah.
And there's no save.
Yeah.
Just be glad, Matt, I did not prepare Firestorm.
That's rubbish. 15, 18, 24, 25? 25. So 25 halved.
Is it only 5d8?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a 4th level.
Okay.
I was thinking what was ones.
That number makes sense in my head. Perfect. Alright.
How much damage is it? 5 damage?
It's 13.
Yeah, but not bad considering it's kind of stuck in there.
It's 13 that's going to stay for the entire fight.
Yeah.
Unless it can move out of that, then yes.
Any other thing?
I've got a bonus action. I cast a spell. I can't attack with it. I'm gonna move forward a bit, I think. To 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Erdan, do you want inspiration?
Why not?
You get inspiration!
You get an inspiration. You get an inspiration. You don't. You die. Hera Shutter.
Nice.
I've had my Dr. Pepper and ready to go now.
It's a bin distances, so
That was very
I'm going to
satisfying.
quicken spell, hold monster. Give me a wisdom save.
Horrible cunt.
Please.
Teamwork!
Why do you not have magic resistance? You're the fucking embodiment of a Hydra. I've got legendary. I'm giving it magic resistance because it's got legendary actions and legendary resistances.
I know.
Yeah,
Why-
yeah.
Why'd you not
yeah.
have the other fucking legendaries? I think I'm giving it magic resistance. Don't give a shit.
That's fine.
Say your fucking number. Wisdom save.
Just
18 fails.
22, yes.
No, he's just in the
Is
background.
he
Make it stronger.
using his legendary resistance?
No, because he can't.
he's
Hex
failed.
goes.
No, Hex doesn't go.
Concentration, isn't it?
I can do 2.
Oh, of course you can. Sorry.
Is that your shard thing?
Of course.
Nice.
So,
And then everyone else faster 3 times.
Yeah.
so he is now paralyzed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh.
sure.
In fact,
Oh,
that's also correct.
that's auto crit on melee attack.
I'm gonna firebolt him. Not firebolt.
Wait, we can auto crit.
Yeah,
Auto
we
crit
can
on
go-
melee. It's only on melee attacks.
Guys, I don't have 5th level spells left. Guess what one of my 5th levels is going to be? Bolt Monster.
I can't get in range.
There's going to be a pit fiend that gets in my way.
I want to play this game.
I
want to play this game.
Matthew, don't worry. My
What have I created?
Matthew, don't
No.
worry. Don't worry.
Fuck off.
My other 5th level is going to be Cloud Kill, which I can transmute to fire damage.
So, 6 fire for the first bolt.
Did someone
Second
say airborne napalm?
21.
Does 21
Does
hit?
21 hit?
Hits, yeah.
So it's currently 10 fire
10 fire.
total. Third bolt. 2 more, yeah.
Head damage.
13 fire in total.
Okay.
That's it, end of my turn.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, close.
I thought you said you were reducing that threshold.
No, I kept that same. I reduced the head health.
Ah.
I reduced the head health back to 40, and I've kept up the fire to 75 instead of 40 as well. It's because that is like fire, death, fire, death, fire, death, fire, death, fire, death, potential fire, death. You all have fire, so I'm upping it. Carrot and then we don't.
I don't.
I'll see if I breathe. Oh my god, I'm not in any state to again, so fuck me. Carry your turn. Just go home.
I can't hit it.
Why not?
Okay.
Wall of fire.
Use that for a
Can't
roll.
see it.
You can say-
Disadvantage on attack. Ah, that is a good point.
I can't see it.
I wouldn't have disadvantage.
Why can't you see it through the fire?
Oh.
Fire.
I've not done it.
Well, Harrison can see down.
House of Flying, true, yeah.
Fine.
I can't see it though.
That's a good point, you can't say. You can disadvantage attack.
Yeah, you
I
can
can still put my hand through fire though.
Can you move?
No,
what?
you don't take damage from that side of it.
If you
Yeah,
if you stab through it,
though.
you will take fire damage.
Matt, can
You're passing through it.
You're
Can
going
you
to take
fly
5
me?
damage.
I want to be above
That
there. I
fire
want to be
damage
30
points.
feet above there then.
You're hockey.
Anything that goes through it will take the damage. So your hand will take fire damage.
Though you will be resisting it because it is magical.
That is true. You're resistant.
The other side of the wall
fire.
deals no damage. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
passive.
Yeah.
Your resistance to what is actual napalm.
No, napalm me, isn't it? That's
I know, I know, I know. I
Now
know,
the
but like,
radiant napalm, the good shit with the magic involved. No, that's-
I am very surprised that it doesn't have resistances, Matthew.
I'm giving it magic resistance because that just seems silly that has
Yeah, considering
a normal Hydra, I guess, wouldn't, but the embodiment of what a
Yeah,
Hydra is.
and
Sure.
considering this is us
Yeah.
and the stuff we
Oh yeah,
can do.
Dave the NPC has magic resistance these days.
Yeah, if anyone comes up to us and doesn't have magic resistance, it's going to be a
Okay.
very bad day for them.
Carry it
It's
disadvantage.
rare that I get.
Yeah, that's not one.
Wait, no, it's a straight roll because you're flanking, right?
No, because we're from the wide doesn't count as flanking.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's
So,
not a roll.
I'm gonna say you miss. I'm not gonna make you take fire damage from miss.
That's 27 to hit.
Right, so you take 13 fire damage from the wall.
13 is, that's the half damage.
But yeah.
20.
But Kara
It
halves
was,
it anyway.
it was
13.
25.
25, so 13 you take. Oh, why do we do this today?
Oh wait, no. Hold monster one off, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have
It is
cancelled
still.
it would have been straight roll.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
That'll be roll.
Just roll
Start,
off.
start over.
Just stop.
22 hits. And 4 seconds attack. 21 hits. And I'm gonna.
Matt has sat on the floor.
I'm on the floor.
Matt's given up.
You roll the crazy damage?
It's not even a fucking big fight. Yes.
Bonus action, Searing Smite, third
Okay.
level.
Yeah.
These people are going to be like, they don't think they need our help.
I thought we were showing off. I thought we were like trying to sell it.
How much damage do you do on that, sorry?
It's 3d6. But
He hasn't done it yet.
Oh, sorry, go on.
And these are crits because they're all monster.
Oh yeah, they crit.
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't want to use that burn a legendary resistance on this?
Gave me the option. I genuinely didn't expect this to go off.
Yeah, that's not great.
I mean, you
It
and me
never-
together.
It never happens. Like this
Give
is
it up.
rare.
Listeners at home, Matt is now lying on the floor.
I did this to get
Sobbing into the rug.
It's not still to actually do crazy damage.
So that,
You okay there, Matt? Do you need a hand?
I couldn't get up. I'm not going to take one of the best.
so that's
Can you put that on the recycling?
She got my lowest.
I can write down.
Stuck under the chair. How did I
so
get
it's
down?
13 fire before it gets doubled.
13 fire before double.
So it's 26. So it's taking
26 fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Then
definitely
13. 13
how it works. It might be a lot
26 normal.
You're adding your attack.
I will.
Yeah, I know you will.
Because I'm not.
That is another head gone, but you don't say that.
Yeah.
But you
Oh.
feel it.
So it's 26, 52, 60, 69.
Nice.
That was total on the first attack.
Crit.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
And then I rolled the things of that.
That's the damage.
It's burned away by the fire.
It's not. 12.
Right, I'll do that in a second. Yeah, what? Fuck it.
Did you fire damage then? You did.
Yeah, the Searing Smite, there was
Cool. It's more than 2. It's
13 fire damage.
26.
That's 26.
Yeah, it's more than 2.
I think the other Aphrodites are going to be like, maybe we should fight with them.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it.
We have no full colour.
Make it prone.
So,
Yeah.
what's the rules for Searing Smite again? It's now burning?
It's now on fire.
Yes.
Because you do you
Horrible
because,
It's an
Let's put it in a box, set it on fire, and then set it more on fire.
Did you not say
And then
it's
stun it.
the world ether?
Yeah.
We're practicing.
But well,
Eat this!
Yes, Carol, please.
It needs to make a con save.
That's probably one of its good stuff.
You know, like shit.
9 and 11.
Surely it's got a good con.
5. 16.
Fail. It's 18.
Why are you not proficient in anything? What the fuck is this thing? I was like, I'm going to make fight a Hydra. Oh, this one's called, oh, this is the embodiment of Hydra. Yeah, cool, in my notes. Didn't read it.
Yeah, at the start
Where
of
did
each
you get
one.
it from?
That's,
The Theros book.
right, then you do it. Now you do it at the start of each of his turns. You
Yeah.
make the con save. So that
manuals I've been trying to ram down your throat. Look at them.
Yeah, I use this called Durin Theros technically for this.
What?
Oh my god.
The manuals
it's
I've got,
it's
they're all
another
monsters.
10 fire damage.
10 damage.
Really
It
scary.
doesn't really matter. I've lost the head this turn anyway.
10, 18, 21, 41.
14 ass damage. I should have used everything I had planned.
Total, including the 10 fire, 68. Their total damage. And how much acid I take because I didn't mark it up.
14.
14 now.
I
And then
lost
12 beforehand.
Stab on your attacks.
So Savan's going to move up a little bit,
Yeah.
and I don't think anyone's looking because they're all facing that way. But something that he's not done before, actually, oddly enough, I don't think. A tiny, small, like almost like gun-shaped object's going to come out of his arm, and he's going to shoot towards, and he's going to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Firebolt, just the cantrip, because I don't think I've ever casted Firebolt before, because my other stuff is just better.
Yes.
But for this,
So you got 3 hits.
yeah, that's plus 15.
Don't know the 26 with the wall.
I never took
So-
the standard.
Would this be an
fireball.
advantage because he is paralysed?
You can't see
It's
it's
a-
a disadvantage, just roll.
Flying.
You're fine, can't you?
Yeah.
So, advantage.
Okay.
Sure.
12.
The first time I've used an actual staff monster in once, and it's gone like this.
27 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and then I'm just going to roll all the attacks.
Let's be real, I could afford this thing.
21 to hit,
Hits.
and then 26 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, I don't believe spell cantrips can crit, can they?
If
They can.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case. I will-
But it's only
Yeah.
melee attacks
Yeah,
that crit
yeah.
on a
Oh,
paralyzed
only-
creature.
okay.
Yeah.
So that is 4,
I don't mind that.
9, 10 fire damage.
And so,
Yeah. Not nearly as good as the other stuff I can do.
it's turn.
So it takes fire damage from. Oh wait, that's
It's
the
got to
end
make
of
a
it.
saving throw because of
So
So
Carol.
it takes fire damage from him.
It takes fire damage from me.
You do your 5 damage first.
10. How about that?
Technically it's 10, so 10. Caro's is...
It depends on what level of the spell he cast.
It's third level.
So 3.
It was quite a lot.
What's con...
And then-
what save is it?
Con
It's
save.
the con save to basically stop it from.
24, so it passes, so it takes... half.
No. So it's set on fire, and then it basically will make a con save at the end of its turn to not be on fire anymore.
Oh right.
What's
And
Caro's?
then there's also
I
when's
It
I've
just
got it
takes
down as
you-
23.
No, his DC is not that high.
Sorry, 17.
18, isn't
What
it?
was I saying?
It'd be 17 or 18.
Yeah.
It,
Pass not fire anymore, and your
Your
fire is how much?
Tactic is.
Yeah.
5d8.
It's called the microwave.
Yeah.
No,
It's
that's
stunned.
sickening.
It's
Prevented
paralyzed.
the
It can't
micro.
do anything.
I'm going to class as the damage it takes from these as on its turn, so it's going to instead of being like...
That was a 6 before it got knocked into by the other dice. So that was 10. That was 10,
Oh, you've skipped me.
12,
Sorry, what do you know?
20, another 22 from the fire in the
How's this thing look?
on the box.
It's only lost 2 heads at this point, but where the heads will grow back is kind of burned over by the flames, so you probably can't get heads back.
So not in divine word range
Pity.
yet. I can't do fire damage.
we've done enough. Can you try and do over 40 damage? Take out a head.
What would do?
So I don't know if that's metagame or not.
I mean,
Okay.
technically I can't see it because of the wall of fire.
That is true. What's your spell DC?
My spell
22.
DC.
But Harrison knows.
Oh.
That's a wisdom save, isn't it?
At the end of its turn.
Yeah, it's not gonna pass.
Oh, I can't see it. So I can't do 12 for that.
What was the save that had to make it start its turn?
Con save 18.
Yeah, passed. No longer on fire.
Are you sure?
Carol's not on fire anymore. It also
hang on.
fails too soon when you use the pass your... Which save? It's no longer paralyzed.
If it fails, still takes a d6. Then it can double check.
I thought it was 3d6. Because you cast it at first.
Elements. Oh, so good.
Or is it just the initial damage is 3d6? Can't remember. It's been a while since I cast it.
Extra damage dealt by an attack.
It's going to hit.
Yeah, okay. So when you hit somebody,
on fail save it takes. On fail save it. Yeah, so it doesn't
The
take
pass will
it.
take long.
It took more fire damage from me. I rolled 10 on my d10.
I'm just trying to find something I can do that doesn't require me to technically see it within range. Check this. See within range.
Matt,
Yeah, it's gonna have to be guiding
use
bolt.
legendary actions last round.
So
So
guiding
you say
bolt.
this
Oh, it's
straight
held,
roll.
isn't it? It's paralyzed.
Been held since like the 3rd time.
What's my plus? 20 to hit.
Not how the Aphrodites have just done nothing.
Yeah, well,
Just first level.
give it to him.
6. 13 radiant damage.
Okay. Hits go. It's going to use only resistance to pass the save. It's no longer paralyzed. Motor shot end back to the top.
So,
And it regains no heads because it took over.
so
So
the whole monster.
How's it looking?
it's looking pretty battered
It's
and
gone.
bruised.
It's no longer paralyzed.
Yeah, no resistance.
It
But it's still fairly healthy.
It's
Still got a bit of weight.
It knew.
But it does now only have
What round is
6
this?
heads. Round 2.
So I've got 8 rounds of this rage one.
Yeah.
You look happy there, Matthew. 32 to hit.
Hits.
22 to hit.
Hits.
It hits. 31 to hit.
Hits.
29 to hit.
Also hits.
Hey.
Sit back down.
That's why I don't.
I don't need to stand up for this fight. For the slaughter.
It's not moving. it's got boxed.
It can't.
It's been so long since we fought something that can't teleport.
All
It
kinds
would
of
struggle
spell.
even if it could
Right.
teleport.
Right, fuck it, I can't be asked. This thing physically cannot escape. There are two. It can only hit you with a bite and a tail, which got disadvantage on. You kill it. I cannot be bothered.
I
So-
have one question. Is it immune to psychic?
Oh my gosh.
No.
So it would have had multiple red brains.
Yeah, you. A minute or two goes by. I'm not gonna make you roll one this fine, because it's gonna be just you rolling for no reason. It dies.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I'm very proud of you. You did a very, very good job. But after a little while, you just slaughter, butcher, just stab through. A few of you are kind of bad. Cara probably gets a few more bands on, but not enough to really kill you or do a significant damage. But eventually, after a minute or two, you do slay this creature, and you watch, and it's kind of this essence is pulled back into the runes, which then the rock kind of repairs itself and is tied again by these vines, and the rune kind of appears again. Slightly different than last time, but still appears. But with that, you do slay the world eater, or the embodiment of Polycross.
That was easy, so.
Yes. Feed me more.
Weren't you using the angel sword?
Yes.
Oh. Indeed, it was Master Brutus.
There you go. That's what happens. You've changed the angel sword.
And the sort of cast has got gutted.
Yeah.
I think we should be gentle, guys. No. Kill it. Took you a while to realise.
That was brutal even for me.
Good lord, stop with this madness. Let it die, my gods. But yes, with that, you do defeat the creature.
One day I will unlock soul magic and bind both of you.
You can do it.
No, we've seen what happens.
I ain't trying the music, but yes, the
It will be a sword of it.
no.
Can you imagine if there's one growing inside of you now from where they touched?
Oh, you've
What?
got a sword, baby.
Helios, Nyla, and Ephra will kind of turn to you all. Congratulations! A similar tactic me and Nyla used many centuries ago.
You had a big
Yes, we listened to you.
sword.
Well, I used as a light while it was trapped by Nyla's magic.
And then they shot it from behind, from afar.
She was in a tree firing down while I stabbed a spear through the flames I created. Indeed, a valiant effort, and I will happily announce that those Aphradites will, or those that agree, have pledged our allegiance to Zed Evolved.
Great.
Gratitude.
Does anyone else want to get some gyro?
I don't eat meat. It really plays
Gyros,
on my
it's
digestion.
pronounced. No, it's not.
Whatever he said, I'm pretty sure you can get a vegetarian version.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
We'll have to ask.
You may return to it.
He,
Is there any questions you have for us while we are here?
Most likely, let me just slightly recuperate from the battle, mentally.
We should probably let them know about the location of.
I imagine you just always share
Yeah.
information to them.
We have a base that isn't quite built yet, but it's hard to get to. Or
Right.
scry, or be, or exist.
They look worried.
Oh, fine. They look bolstered, if anything.
Okay.
Yay!
They made that sound difficult and it just wasn't.
It was two of them versus like 6 of us. But
Put it in a box.
basically like fill them in where we are, where we're
Microwave.
at, what's basically to
Yeah.
come.
I imagine you've now got like a
That's
a standard speech you just give to.
Yeah.
You probably went
Yes.
like 20 words.
I like Moses gets out like a pamphlet. Like,
God, the
Join
graves.
Join the fight against Callisius.
yeah,
Here's what you should do.
here's what you should know.
Said evolve its beginner's guide to fighting the end times.
But yes,
I'll
you
just say the word
have unlocked the
Callisius.
Aphrodite war efforts.
Just let me do everything and just back me up. Don't be difficult. It's step 1.
Step 2, heal motors. Step 3, heal motors. Step 4, heal motors. Step 5,
Yeah,
heal
do you
motors.
have any questions for them while here, or?
Yes, what type of persistence did you say that you would give? I believe you said it was mainly yourselves as fighters.
Yes, we will come and aid you in fights, or at least help in conflicts, battles, etc. We all have different styles of how we operate. Some of us may physically fight, others may provide support.
I don't know what you might think this display would have, what effect that might have on the four who are. Not
I imagine they
aligned.
will. They are stubborn, and I imagine will keep. It'll be difficult to sway them to our side.
I'm not necessarily thinking it would persuade them, but might it, shall we say, persuade them to stay neutral at anything?
I cannot speak on behalf of them.
Have they indicated whether they would be more inclined to be neutral or more inclined
They
to
have
fully
just
align?
simply stated they do not wish to involve themselves in a war with a god.
How often
I
do
don't
your
blame them.
How often do your peers tend to change their minds once they are made up?
I mean, it varies. Some are more stubborn than others.
As we how foolish would it be for us to attempt to approach them?
Very foolish. They are titans. They may strike you down.
That is a shame.
You down. Someone who's a bit more resilient.
I do not imagine resilient enough.
Maybe time will tell.
Not a challenge.
They would have seen like Caro go with his thing. Is there
Yeah.
any reaction out of that?
Not like you saw at the time.
I don't think they know that you are a.
They didn't see the fullness of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. If that happened, they would be like, "Oh no."
They may already know. They may have picked up on the vibes. They knew all our names.
True. In any case, if their minds are not for changing, at least it sounds like they are not too inclined to get involved either way, which is enough, I would say.
I would concur. I think it is a benefit that we are preparing ourselves. I will say, considering that we are now allies, I think steps should be taken to, if they do get involved, if Callisius does speak to them, to perhaps have a contingency for that. I'm not saying directly use it, but if they decide to step on the battlefield, we should be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still keeping Halfway secret? Okay.
This might be a chance for you to be able to talk to an actual Titan. The only person with knowledge that you won't have is one of your siblings, and they are exactly not friends with us. These are friendly allies of your kind. You should at least ask.
I will approach Helios.
Helios, yeah.
Helios.
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 Helios. No, hang on.
Yeah.
Helios. Sorry, Helios.
Helios. I was if you don't mind, I would like a word.
Of course, speak.
I'm not aware if you know or not, but I am Halfway, or at least.
Oh, we are aware of this.
Oh,
A Titan consents to another Titan.
What else
that
on
makes sense.
Oh, actually, no. Nah, because they know they exist.
I mean, we kept saying none of these are Titan.
Well, we were unaware of your allies knew. Hence why we don't share the
Oh,
information.
these guys all know.
Well then. Well, you are in the most politest way possible, but a fraction of a Titan.
Oh, I know that. Which is why I do not tend to go around advertising the fact that I'm Halfway, only to certain allies that, well, I say it.
He hasn't fully unlocked himself.
Ah, I understand.
I don't know if you would have some wisdom on this matter, or some.
It is a journey in which you must ascend on your own. That's all I can offer.
Wonderful.
In that case, then,
Start lifting weights.
I don't think he means in that way.
Do stair crunches.
Maybe you need to do that spiritual.
Yes.
Spiritual weights.
Yes.
Spiritual
These long
stair
books.
crunches.
I've seen weirder things.
Going up and down the cathedral steps.
Oh, with that, we bid you farewell, said Evolve.
Oh, I
Thank
apologise. You're very busy, folks.
Yes, indeed.
So are we.
We thank
For
you
you.
for your time and for pledging yourself.
Before we go, how is it best to contact you?
Yeah, simple magics will work.
You're just making sure that it would not be improper.
No, of course. Kind of gives, they all kind of give us more power.
Thank you for your time.
And then a flash of flamey light, Heliod vanishes, and you don't even notice as that kind of just merges into the trees. And Ephra will just climb the steps again, back to the top. So she gets her day in the temple.
She's on work duty.
She's on it's her shift. The Aphradites are up to your allies list.
Yay! We did something good. Productive.
We always do something good.
So sometimes there's fallout. There didn't seem to be any fallout.
Let's go and get that. Let's go and see if we can get that vegetarian, whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I don't have any more
Wow.
teleports, folks. Today. I don't have any more teleports today.
Get us back to the
I'll do it.
manor.
You
Okay.
can fly back to the island, or to the mainland.
Yeah, and then Harris can, like, we can teleport to the manor.
So you make your way
That's how
back across the sea. It takes a few hours. It's probably evening time as you get back. Most of the sun kind of sets on the horizon. Yeah, there's still a few stalls open. You can find your way to one of these little chip, wrap, meat, vegetarian, mayonnaise, yogurt stalls, whatever you want to call them.
It's not like having, you know, defeating what was
It's
called the
on
World
beach.
Eater and then, you know, having a midnight snack.
Is there one that's called the World?
No.
Oh.
Who is dining?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like $3 for all of you.
Yeah. Wait, are we being extorted?
That's how much the price is saying on the board. Not each, but for all of you.
Oh, $3 gold for all of us.
Yeah, like probably a few, like 5 silver each.
Oh, that's fine. I was just like, what? $3 gold each? We're being touristed.
Fairly
I'll
expensive,
pay
but
it.
it is like near the coast, it is near the beach. It's got a
I'll
local
pay it.
shack.
Okay.
What do you say?
It sent it to Akron, but it needs to be done.
You also need to answer
What is
the
it?
question.
No. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Where do we want to go?
Well,
Not
I
like.
wonder what roasted hydro.
Yeah, but she was obviously like had
Yes.
Yeah.
something
mean,
said.
Yes, very much so.
I'm just wondering.
The grip was fun.
Yeah.
Would you claim?
well, I believe the next thing will be to head to Gold's Landing.
I believe that would be correct.
There's still a day or two left.
You have, so including, well, I'll mark off today.
I think it's still
Well, it is the evening now.
at least 2 days before the
You have, that's not happening now because it's a vegetable. So, I can just get rid of carrots and
What?
trial.
Nothing.
I was writing stuff down.
That's not happening now because he's a vegetable.
So,
Oh.
well, not
Oh.
so, we'll say you're still on the same day.
Oh yeah, no, what?
4 days till the battle, 2 full days till your forces arrive, and then 3 full days, and then the 4th day will be when the graduate wants to make a move. So the rest of the day you'll have the next day, and then the day after your forces arrive, and then 2 more days till
So
it's go time.
one day you wanted to go when your forces arrived, right?
Yeah.
So you've got a full day ahead of you until your forces arrive.
Full.
Oh,
One full
3
day.
full days until the battle, and then probably a day and a half, and that'll probably take place in the morning.
So do we have anything we can do in a day?
Is that true? Could I get both planes like into one?
See, we'll need a day for the
You need someone to make it, right?
for the helmet
I mean-
to recharge, right?
Yeah.
Soul shit in it.
Because I can only do teleportation,
Second
which
day?
is 200 a circle.
Hey, you've got a
Yeah.
magical
Well, Erdan, can you
Angels,
world
yeah.
record us?
commando and the switchboard as well.
If not, I can take us there
I
in
don't
the
have to
morning.
give them that for a while.
Oh,
I
it'll be
can't
like a
wear
few
recalls.
days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so-
I'll do it after this one. But it is
You're
like
up to
soul
5 living
magic.
creatures.
Give me a fucking giant.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
I can ward of recalls back to the manor.
I mean, we can go.
5.
Can you take us to Sanctum instead?
No,
Yeah,
not
no.
yet.
Okay,
I need to.
haven't been there long enough.
You
I need
need
to set up a
now.
spot where.
Sanctum doesn't have a
Permission.
teleportation circle, does it?
No, no. Yeah.
I can
And
tell-
actually, we can't teleport into this in Sanctum either.
No. Oh yeah.
You know what
So, do we want to go back to the manor or?
Yeah, why not?
No reason not to.
Better than getting a hotel here. This avoids Tsukima, right?
Yeah. Let's not get stabbed.
It would be their funeral.
It would.
There's enough reasons that we'll also avoid Sakina.
Yeah, you picked up on it.
Lots of guns everywhere. Yeah, you make your way back to the map.
What do we
What do
call?
you recall? Yeah. Appear in the small temple to hopefully Adam had built a long time ago. It is, probably a similar time to his home. The sun is set. It is dark outside. A cool evening in the early months of the year. You're in the second month. These fair air is currently your Yeah, you all head to bed.
Yeah.
To rest. Anything anyone wants to do before they head off to bed?
Make sure that cover all the sensors and blankets.
Sure.
No, I can't do that anymore. I don't have my I don't have my rod. Just make sure that the manor isn't exploded or people aren't watching us.
Yeah, I would like to basically go to Mandor's rather when we get back or in the
Probably
morning.
closing in the morning. Probably.
Before we leave.
Yeah, I would also like to make my way to.
Because we need to speak to him to get him to actually fucking come to the place.
After you sending him, what you can see.
Yeah, again, on the scroll.
I also.
Drop into Quincy's as well for the same reason.
I also have some.
Right, you
I
awaken.
was gonna go shopping.
I would like to read
Yeah,
if there's time to read.
You like say 2 hours before you want to go to bed. That's it. We'll say 3. We'll say 3. I'll be generous.
Yeah.
Specific weapon deficiencies.
You can indeed.
Oops, sorry.
Oh my god, you killed the dragon.
I did.
Oh, dead.
Killed the Hydra.
You're so mean to the hacker, Rebecca.
I really was.
In
Aeneas was
fact,
brutal.
you can't read today.
I was very surprised it didn't have legend resistances.
It does.
It
It
didn't
had
have
magic
magic
resistance for
resistance.
some weird reason. Anyhow, you wake up the following morning. It's a bit of a rainy day. The following morning, you wake up with Carol to do something in the evening.
No, it's just Carol would have been up a lot earlier than usual.
Yeah.
And it'll just be, if it's raining, it'll just be sat outside, just underneath the canopy of
Being held up in like a few support braces.
Oh, you can see Selban outside of the forge.
Carol's up like
Probably way
before the sun. He's like,
Oh yeah, I get up at sunrise.
there's a Carol's just out there and he's just sketching. In the
Yeah.
rain.
Does anyone remember who I said I'd give the Crook of Row to?
Yes, Lady Marine.
Yeah.
Oh.
New Dawn.
Is this an omen?
Everyone
Doesn't
keep what you
No, I
everyone
just saw
keep what
like
you've
rains
got.
had a quick like rain.
So
Have
lovely.
we find
Just
the
on the
water?
audio. I just saw
We've got today.
12 and 19 and a 20.
We've got today. Then it's tomorrow that the
Tomorrow,
reinforcements
yeah,
arrive.
they'll probably arrive in the afternoon in the morning.
Yeah, and then there's
One
3 days.
full,
There's 3 days before, like 2.5 days before the battle.
well, there's one full day and then a battle's the next day.
So we should
So
go
the- yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Grand General's going to basically spend a day with everyone there, prepare, and then the next day probably at dawn. We'll strike.
We strike at dawn.
I'm going to roll a dice to see if one would be a nice one.
Yeah. Erdan's.
That was a 4, so the answer is no.
Erdan is wanting to go at first to Mandor's and then perhaps to other places.
Yeah, easy enough. My motor's going as well.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to go on this little day trip to Mandor's and a few places?
Yeah, no reason not
I'm
to.
shopping.
I need to buy a couple of things.
Anything you need to buy material components wise, buy them.
When, because Carol's awake before everyone else, he's just help sketching. Selwyn gets up at
Yeah,
dawn,
I generally get
Do
up
you-
quite early.
come and say anything to him.
Are you in a place that's visible? Are you outside?
Yeah, I'm just like just sat outside underneath the camp.
I'll definitely check in with you. Yeah, because I've been I'll walk up to him and go, "Oh, it's nice to see you up this morning, Carol."
I say Carol would have been a little bit out of it as he's sketching and wouldn't have actually come up. So would you have looked at what he was working on?
Yeah.
Right.
This is going and I like it.
It'll just be from like a first person perspective, but with what a few things that you recognise some bits like him having hold of 27's face, but it's just be like the hands and then 27's face in it. There'll be
Quick question, do you do actual face or a mask?
when I had all of it, I'd rip the mask off.
She said she was getting changed.
Mm-hmm.
And then there'll be other bits where the hands won't look like Carol's, they'll look like the thing you turn into.
Yep.
And just be like, they look like horror scenes because he's got like some Bane's got holes, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Bane's holes and he's just tearing it in half. And just all scenes like that to be one where he's like turning the Motus into like a bat. Just look
Like
like
flashbacks. Sort of
yeah,
thing.
just feel that since he's had the memory thing of what he'd done, it's sort of unlocked like little flashes of what he was actually doing.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get like a big ass painting done of me using the Storm King's Thunder to smash you into the ground. So it'll be fine. Gotta get that painted.
Is this how you express yourself?
Not myself.
Good morning. Sorry, I was meant to say good morning.
As you kind of look at this drawing,
Mm-hmm.
the weather does pick up a little bit. Rain gets a bit heavier.
Portent? Eloman?
I don't know. I'm honestly past caring at this point.
Is this natural rain?
Looks bit. It is the season of it's autumn. I know it's that sort of like the end of
Okay.
start of spring. It's February. Kind of February. So end of winter.
Yeah.
It was a way that I express myself. Now I'm not so sure.
Well, it's despite the fact that it's quite horrific, it's pretty good.
Since Motus gave me that memory thread, it's sort of I keep getting flashes of what I was doing.
Well, as much as that might be totally awful, I think it would be a good idea for you to have some context further, so you can make rational choices on whether you wish to push yourself close to that limit again.
I understand what you're saying, but a lot of the time isn't time for rational thought. You have to go off instinct.
Yes, but instinct is often defined by your experience, so your knowledge is increasing and your experience is increasing. Your instinct can be rational.
Can't we just look at the pitch, at what he's drawn? So does that like rational act to you?
No, which is why you think before you do that.
I say I wasn't like that.
I am not
Wasn't
the
it?
best for this type of conversation, sorry.
Neither am I.
Keep going though.
But that it was me and it wasn't.
Much like when someone has you a charm or a possessed spell.
I suppose so, but this was more. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I remember clearly when we grabbed hold of Agent 27's head. Then I remember being in front of Iggy on the roof. And then I'm in Icelands. That's all I can remember clearly.
Have you ever had it when you've drunk far too much alcohol and you only have flashes of memory?
I'm a soldier, of course I have.
So perhaps we could akin this to some form of drunk on power.
That. It was.
This is not helping, is it?
No,
I sorry.
it's okay, Sarban. I don't think anyone can actually help with this.
Perhaps I can just be here to listen and occasionally sound a bit more stupid than the reality is.
The first time in quite a while, Karen laughs.
Well, I'm going to go and stop the forge from petering out totally. I need to get back to work, do some things. But if you feel like sharing anything else, come poke me.
I'll keep
Took
that
a
in mind.
while. We spend a few days searching for it.
Yeah.
Because we don't have time to do it.
Yeah. But I'm doing that for reason. Keeping that bastard on me, making sure he
That seems like it was the other way.
Oh.
Rest of you, your characters on this.
Just like, you said that Karen can like push this thing. Does he know how?
Just gotta let it take control more. Kind of like same way you kind of actually you just kind of like sense its power and then kind of just push it further. You know how to do it. Anything else anyone does first thing in the morning, or do we all awaken and have some breakfast?
Reading.
Breakfast.
Pair spells with
What book are you reading?
It's the dex one.
You'll be borrowing how much you finished them.
Yeah, I'll be borrowing that.
How?
Dragon.
It's 100 years. Just hope that map doesn't time skip a couple hundred years. Because otherwise,
What?
It's gonna be like a roided out motors.
You
I
do
do
have a
have two on me.
charisma book.
I do have
Yeah.
2 inputs on
I
me.
do have a great
It's
book.
got a con book as well.
All I need is time. Maximum charisma, maximum constitution.
Still won't be enough.
And I'm the one greedy for power.
It's a dragon.
Hey, look. I'm thinking about the future.
So am I.
I'm just extending, it on.
So there you all arise and shine on this gloomy, thundery morning. Have some, standard nice breakfast that Zizek prepares. And you make your way out into the city. You head to the coins, and I imagine you do most of your normal shopping along the way. Any components anyone wants to pick up, stuff like that, just feel free to grab them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let me know if it's significant.
I'm picking up stuff for a simulator.
Or do you need something?
I do want to go and speak to Amber about spell scrolls. There's one particular scroll I want to save.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just like ice and snow, but I might need some
No,
other
there
stuff.
is
Material.
I believe there's a cost. The material components.
I know you can heal it.
It costs money to heal it.
Need a
Oh, so
powdered
it's just
ruby. You need snow and ice. They can
Oh, yeah.
provide it for you. Probably go to like a few probably taverns, and that's the leftover ice they've got, or it's probably an ice company in the city that
Yeah.
just stores ice. It doesn't. Do you have like a giant freezer anywhere?
I have a endothermic cube which I made, so I can put it in a normal bag and it keeps it at minus 15 degrees Celsius.
Sure. Yeah, that works.
There's also the fact that the base is
Oh, wait, no.
with snow on the top.
No, that's
Oh,
wrong.
shit.
It keeps it at 15 degrees
15 degrees.
Celsius. Oh.
You had a reverse them cube there. didn't
Yeah,
you?
but it keeps it cool at 15 degrees Celsius,
Right.
not minus 15. So I have no way to keep it cold unless I use some sort of like.
Unless you do it like straight away.
No, I want to do it at the same time.
I was like, that's got a mountain which has snow on the top of it.
Did it have snow on that mountain? I didn't think it did.
And you also need fingernails as well.
Yeah,
So shavings of hooves.
I can do some hoof clippings.
Lovely.
Do you snow on the mountains around there?
Can you clip your
Oh,
own
I can fabricate. I might be able to fabricate.
You can get ice and stuff.
ice?
I can fabricate water into ice.
For the new James Bond.
Or not.
There
It
it
does not
is.
have snow on it.
Right, was that okay.
You got the bar then.
Oh, bond.
I'm gonna say it doesn't because it's like.
Let me just see what my fabricate spell can do. You correct raw materials into product
Have a
of the
look.
same material. Can I fabricate ice or snow from water?
No, it's the same material. It's just frozen ice. It's just frozen water.
There are spells that can freeze things.
There's a dragon who can freeze things.
Oh yeah.
You can freeze things.
Yeah.
Oh great. Okay, I can do that
Ice
later. I've got to decanter of endless water.
Yeah, you can do it.
Or I'll do that when we get back to the sanctum. then.
Yeah.
But I'll have to pick up the ruby.
You can get powdered ruby.
We might have rubies in the party bag.
I think I might have some on me.
Has to be a pound.
Yeah, you can powder a ruby.
Do you have 1,500 gold worth of silver powder?
Right.
I don't.
Going to Mandos.
Commandos?
Yeah, let's go to Mandels.
Make way there, you see the same shop, this is the magical sign, and blooming a bit in the breeze. You step on inside to the extra dimensional, extra planar space. See the shop, full of a lot of curiosities and magical items, but mainly just mundane ones. You see Mando kind of behind the desk, pair of glasses on, still looking at the scroll, has several books around him. Greetings, welcome. Are you all okay today? Oh, it is you. Sorry, I'm
Hello there.
a bit tired. Yes, hello, hi.
How have you been finding the artifact?
Oh, I've been working on it. I'm taking me some time.
Understandable.
You okay, Mandel?
Yeah, just many restless nights trying to uncover the secret of the scroll.
Is it going well, do you think?
I'm making progress. I still haven't figured out exactly what it is or what it does yet.
Well, we're not sure if you got our message about
Yes, I did. Yes, I did receive that.
are you happy to temporarily move?
I perhaps soon. I still have quite a bit of business in the city to conduct.
Understandable. Just we are congregating in one place and that place will be efficiently ordered.
Yes, well, I will. If you can tell me where it is, I can probably make my way there.
I will let you know.
Pamphlet.
Ah, yes, business card.
I'm gonna make a pamphlet.
That's like Callisius.
Do you know, it might be a bad idea. We don't really want
Oh yeah, don't
our
write it
enemies
down.
to find people.
Well, I'm gonna make a flyer. I've said over, it's beginning going to the end times.
Make a pamphlet that sends strokes ones to red ones.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Can I pick up 20 revivify diamonds?
Nice. I've got a bunch on me, but that'll be good.
Yeah, I will ask. Do you have any? Well, what is your collection of spell scrolls at the moment?
Well, what are you looking for? I have potentially a few. I want to make some.
I have seen one spell be cast multiple times, and I would like a scroll of it for emergencies.
Yeah, that is.
Foresight.
Right. Ooh, I might have. Let me double check. Unfortunately, I don't have one at the moment, but I can scribe one for you.
When you have it done.
Yes, it'll probably take me a few days.
Whenever it is possible, that would be great. How much would that one be?
That would probably cost you. 9,000 foresight.
Yeah.
About 50 or so thousand. Put 50,000 gold. We'll say.
Perfect.
We like his best customers.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, this man's rich.
Yeah.
He was rich before, yeah.
That's a fair point, actually.
Selwyn, you don't realise this man is going to own all of your stuff at the end of the time.
He will.
After he gives you all the magic. So yeah, I will pay that.
I don't suppose you have any magical weapons in store, do you?
Not at the moment, no. Sorry, I've been focused on this scroll and
No, that's
other custom
understandable.
requests.
No weird, interesting stocks today?
Nothing at the moment, no.
In the telepathic bond, didn't we find another 10th level scroll
I don't believe so. Did we?
We did.
from Esteban?
Mm-hmm.
In the book.
Oh, well, I mean, pass it on.
Oh, but we need to give that to Leah, don't we? Or should we leave that with this guy here?
Mm,
He's busy with this one, mate. What's that?
Yeah.
Someone else.
We could tell him.
So did we have two unknown?
Yeah, there were 2 10th levels in his book,
Unknowns?
in the wizard book, I think. Hang on, let me just.
I've those do one.
I will ask him actually. I have been holding on to this warhammer. It is slightly magical. I was wondering if whatever it would require to upgrade it. Ireland's asking if you can upgrade his 1+1 warhammer to a +3.
Yes, I can. Well, it'll cost you about 5,000 gold for the enchantment.
The cost is fine. I was wondering how.
It'll take me a couple of days. Say about a week.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I don't use it really that much, but it would be useful having a backup. Okay, so I will handle my warhammer to be upgraded.
I guess I will take out. Oh yeah. So spellbook Toll the Dead. Toll the Bell and Solar Beam. Those are the 2 10th level spells. I'll take out the spell book. I'm not sure which one of us has it. Some of us has it. I'll just take out the spell book and say, you know how you've been enjoying that 10th level spell?
Yes.
Here are 2 more.
Ah.
Just kind of generally show him the page. This one calls down the power of the sun.
Interesting.
And this one, what did this one do again? It was very painful.
It killed everyone, basically.
There are also some spells in here, I believe, from before the
Apart from you.
cataclysm. No, that's not the right word. Magic falling apart thing.
Cataclysm sounds right.
Yes, there are also some older spells in here.
From pre-decimation.
That's the one, decimation. But we appreciate that you already have one to look through.
It will take me a little while to identify these as well.
Well, we know what they are and what they do. We have
We told them the names because we know they got cast on us. We know what they
Yeah,
are.
you know what they
So
do, you don't have to make them wide. You
Yeah,
never
but-
require things.
With us saying this is this, these are these spells. But that and being able to, because they know like what they are, and what they do, made it easier to decipher. Would that help them work out the stuff they want?
No, they're very different spells. One of them, yes, one of them would sort of help. Same
Okay.
skull magic.
So if we leave that there, will it give him a bonus?
Okay, yes, it would.
Okay, I think that's something used because we were planning on even giving it to Leah or Erwin so they could add them to their spell books, but we're not using it now, so we may as well benefit here.
Natural 17, I thought.
God, Leah would love Solar Beam, wouldn't she? More AoE space.
We've been really useful at Hydra.
Yeah, it would have.
You want fire? How about the power of the sun?
In the palm of your hand.
Okay. Yeah, he can heal or take them all. He won't know exactly yet which one will help, so we'll take both of them. With that, be able to roll these to a similar score.
Yeah.
And help them transcribe or understand what they don't identify it, essentially. Yeah, it'll take him a while to do that. We don't know how long, but
Right.
Okay.
Head back.
roll like that.
Was there anyone else who wanted to do anything in town?
Not really.
I've not got anything in particular. This was kind of it. I can't
Yes.
exactly
Going to
get
ask
anything.
Quincy if he wanted the law.
You don't like
Oh,
that.
that's-
I was telling my mum watch back to me.
Right.
Time.
Oh, you want to go chat,
So we can head towards Quincy's and see if he is amenable.
Give him the spiel.
He's like, okay, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what I'm going to add B, but sure. I mean,
We're going to build a pub there.
Oh, they're totally down.
You put a smile on everyone's face.
I do indeed. I am the best. Okay.
Thanks, Quincy. You're the best.
Do I get
Just
paid for
requires
this?
teleportation,
Yeah,
you're
of
not
course.
too easy with teleportation. are
I'm not a huge fan, but that's okay, I guess.
You'll get some of the profits from the pub.
Oh, totally. I'm down.
We'll let you know when we're ready.
And he'll be there when you need him.
Well, yeah,
What
but I
else
think
you guys want to do in the city?
I don't think there's much else that we can do.
Do we have to move our staff from the manor to the new location?
We would.
So maybe we should go
Do we want
pack
to?
our stuff up.
Maybe we should. Pack our stuff.
I'm gonna get my dresses.
I mean, motors always travel well, yeah.
Mm.
You spend the day packing up stuff you want to.
I have like just hangers and just this one, this one, this one. Not this one. No, this one.
Pack up your things. Probably takes you the majority of the day. How do you get back to the sanctum? Do you have to wait to teleport you all, or?
I can teleport us with a helmet.
Teleport there, yeah. So easy enough. You take your staff with you, or just your stuff at the time being?
Do the staff want to come with us? Because I presume they have lives.
They would.
People.
They probably would come with you.
taking your family.
Very well.
Yes.
Okay.
It would probably use all the charges of the helm, because it would be to take people there to come back and
then
take
take
the
people again.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think we use all 3 charges for the day.
Mhm.
That's
We
fine.
bring like beds and things like that. So
You know where do you want from the manor to the sanctum?
And then I suppose during some point during that day or the end of the day, I'm going to cast Simulacrum on myself.
I will assist you.
Yeah. Awesome, thank you. Because you bought this thing, so thank you.
I can
It's
also
not
come
sort of
along
the
if you
party
need
forms,
if
this
you need
is
help with
what-
tricks, and you
Okay.
let me know. I can be in the room
I shouldn't need to, but yeah.
just in cases.
I mean, it's not on my spell list.
It will be a
But
check.
I am an artificer, so it's
Okay.
I can use magic items.
Yes. Can you cast the spell Simulacrum?
He
No.
ignores,
Or
he
no?
ignores like class requirements. That's the
Let me
thing. It doesn't.
let me
He,
read the.
like,
Let me just get the thing up.
I'm pretty sure it says he ignores class requirements for magic items.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter if it's in a spell list or not. He ignores that part.
because I've done it before with a scroll.
What's still a check to cast it?
Because it's not because I can't
Yes.
cast spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying you could. I'm trying to see what the check would be.
It would be his intelligence. It's just a spell
Consult
casting
the
number.
book.
It's 10 plus level of the spell,
I'm going to double check what the when the built
Okay.
is.
and then it would be adding your intelligence modified to it.
Pretty good.
That's normally what it is.
Do I have these?
Let me double check what
It
the
should be
rating
a
of the
pass.
ability
Oh, do you
is.
want me in the room
Um,
anyway? I do
yeah.
have.
And I'll cast enhance ability on myself.
Give me one sec, just this first, so I know what
So yeah, that's fine. Just so I don't roll a one.
And trade, what's it called? Where's it gone? Oh, I took the job, not sure for the trade.
Oh, my artificer thing. It should be a really. Are you looking through my character sheet?
I am, yeah.
I'm trying to find it as well.
Just build over class features or something.
Yeah.
I can't find it. Magical tinkering, no. Spellcasting, no. Infuse items, artificial infusions. Specialist, no.
It's definitely something I can do. Magic item savant. You can attune to up to 5 magic items. You will ignore all class, race, spell, and level requirements on attuning to or using a magic item.
Good, can you go?
I think spell scrolls are magic items
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's race, spell, and level,
No,
and
Yeah.
class.
He just ignores it.
The race one is the weird one because it was like this.
Dwarven throws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can just do things like that.
He counters at the wall
Yeah.
for the purposes of using like a dwarven throw.
So I'm going to sweep off in a centaur costume.
I mean, you could also like attune class specific items as well. So like
Yes.
warlock items and
That's why I've got these staffs because they're attunable by wizards and sorcerers.
druids and things like that.
Yeah, that's why I got the staff of the woodlands because it's only by a druid.
No, this is interesting. I'll get that moment. Go read up this one quick.
I'm not worried, guys. All of the bad stuff that I do and gain power is just something that we're gonna have to fight in the next campaign.
Things will come around.
Wonderful.
Those
I feel so reassured.
your wishes and
It's not our. It's not our problem.
Well,
it's
whereabouts in
future's
the sanctum do you do this?
There's not much space, is there? There's not really.
The dwarves are clearing out some areas, but it's not like a set room for spells for shit.
What's a room that's been cleared?
The crypt, where you fought Esteban.
Yeah, okay, let's do that in there.
So you begin bringing in all this water. Kara kind of freezes it as best he can.
Yeah.
Over the course of the next 12 hours, you begin casting the spell.
Does it take 12 hours because it's
Yes,
yes, scrolls?
yes.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah.
ritual spells, you just know that you just it can be
That's why
how scroll works.
That's
It,
why I'm assisting you.
it tells
Okay,
you the
great.
password.
I'm going to feed you.
Sure. Can I get
That
from
works.
But over the next 12 hours,
Snack.
you cast
Carrot.
and create this creation. And yeah, after you know how this well works, you know checking your dirt, kind of how what's it look like? How does how do you cast?
So Selban is going to be taking this ice and he's going to be chiseling it, and he's going to be slowly kind of chiseling this block of ice into a form that resembles him. And as he's kind of going through and like using the magic on it, like as he chisels a piece of like it changes color slightly, and it all starts to become less translucent and like more solid.
And after a series of hours, as you kind of begin sculpting this form, begins to take a physical form of a duplicate of Selban, just wearing standard traveller's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Hello. know me.
It would speak as Selban, but
Sorry.
in its not in.
I need to-
Greetings, Selban. Just the mask doesn't give you the voice of it. Because it's got none of your armor.
Hold on, wouldn't it be
It would be so whatever Selban is underneath all the armor.
Yeah. However, so it's got a.
So it is
Horrible
like
face.
mangled. It would. He speaks in that voice just because that's how Selban
Yeah.
speaks. It's not like a voice modulator. So yeah. Greetings, Selban.
How are you doing?
I am well.
I've recently created you. I apologise if that's weird and existential.
My life exists now.
Well, we've got work to do, as I presume you're aware of.
No.
Unfortunately, we've got work. We're saving the world.
Very well.
These are our allies.
Yes.
Hi.
Here's a pamphlet.
Very well.
It can't learn anything new.
It can't
raise
learn
your
levels.
You can't get levels. Yeah. So essentially, I'm pretty
It
sure.
lacks the ability to learn or become more powerful.
Yeah, you can't level up.
But artificers are very interesting because it can
So
do
everything's
things. So I'm
like
pretty sure it can
ability.
still turn a suit of armor into.
It is a copy of you. It can do everything
Yeah.
you can do.
I'm going to take a spare suit of plate now,
Yeah.
out my bag of holding. I'll take that off my character sheet
Yeah.
and pass it to Selban. And go,
Mhm.
this is for you.
Thank you. And I'll just start making
Uh,
a suit of armor.
It's like
once it does spend an ability, it cannot regain that ability again.
oh okay.
It cannot restore hit points, spells, lots of abilities.
Yes.
So
But
it can only
that's
flash
it.
a
It's
certain
essentially-
number of times.
Yeah, that's its armor.
It's a one rest creature.
Yep, that's fine.
It is, but it can be used.
It can be
to-
repaired.
It's not about that. It's more the fact that it can be used as a backup
It's
inside the
Yes,
system.
that's what was going on. It's the crafting that I want.
Yeah.
It's
the reason I gave it to you.
So what do we want Selban currently
So
just
if you want to
crafting?
make a copy of Selban,
Yeah.
make an exact so long rest yourself and make a copy of the character, put it just basically half its hit points, and then just track anything it does on the character sheet.
Confused.
So if you go on to
Oh, make another
Yeah,
so
character.
you should,
What
there's
can you
literally an
do?
option that we can just
If you go
you can
to
create a copy. In fact, I'll do it on D&D because I know it gives me an option to do that.
Okay. Will I have control over it then?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can. I'll just put it in the inactive characters just so it doesn't show up in.
That you created a workhorse effectively.
Good fun.
Well, how do you make a copy?
Yeah. I'll see if I can do it because it's my
You might be
character.
able to do it on
It's
your
not
characters.
it's a collections.
Yep.
My characters.
Yeah, for my character.
Collections, my characters.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I push the copy button.
Yeah.
Selban.
Selban
Copy
2.
almost pressed delete. That would be so frustrating.
Copy yourself.
Sigma.
So to add that into the campaign.
Or just leave it in your.
Yeah, I'll do
just
that.
track it
I'll do that later. I'll half its hit points and everything. I'll do that while we're doing other things.
Called Simba.
So is there anything that people would like Selban currently crafting? If not, I have something that I would like me to craft.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead. But, I might need that later on.
So basically what I would like to do is see if I can start combining these staffs together.
Sure. Yeah. You can make a check for that.
Yeah.
You can check.
Oh, hang on, I'll come off my... Oh, to see whether it's possible.
Yeah.
Or, yeah,
So
okay.
you able to.
That's a really good point. So I currently cast Enhanceability on myself because... Oh no, I will do for this.
Well, no, it's for the other Selban to make the check.
Oh, the other Selban
Yeah,
needs to make a check
so
to
you
do it.
So you cast it.
Okay.
On the other side.
I cast Enhanceability... Okay, on the other Selban. Guidance, and then... It doesn't have the Stone of Luck on it.
Selban 2 can guide himself.
Yes, he can, because it's cantrip. And then, what check was it, sorry? Arcana.
Okay.
He doesn't have this thing of luck, so it's -1. 17, 18, 28, 29, 30, 31. And then I will give it +7. 38.
It appears possible. It will begin working out how to do it, and we'll come back to you with the actual results.
Fantastic.
What scrolls are you trying to combine?
So the staffs I have on me are a staff of... hang on.
Fire, frost, thunder and lightning,
Healing
winds,
and woodlands.
Should we give him some supplies as well in case he needs to get
Yeah.
him some cash?
Give me some graphics.
So fire, frost, thunder, lightning. What else?
Healing and woodlands. Sorry.
I will come up with rolls for that.
While Sabon was going through that,
Mhm.
I am going to go to the furnace.
Yes.
I'm going to check on what the aftershock of that is.
Almost noticeable. The war has continued and is back to power.
I'm going to spend that like 16 hours we've got
Mhm.
trying to locate, or at least get on the path of locating what I want.
I'm gonna read.
Go somewhere without a body.
Yes, I always do.
At some point in time, you get a sending.
I'm
Motus, have you been abducted?
No, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, I would need to do that one now. Thank you. I'll take one off the character sheet.
That's all you get. No, I'm fine.
I'll say no to anyway. How many you need?
And I want to check, like, yeah, like, everything just went kind of back to normal.
Yeah, almost immediately. There's a hole in the line that holds might be a failure.
I mean, yes, but, like, I was talking more about, like, the devils who are actually able to fucking comprehend of what happened. Like, what's their demeanour? Like, because they all fucking watched me basically duel it down.
I mean, they don't really talk to you, more try and kill you.
I probably would be a bad idea to try and kill
They
them.
try to, anyway.
Some of them die.
Yeah, a lot of them die. We don't really get much information out of them how they feel about seeing this thing.
Yeah, but like, because I've already met her, what the fuck is Zariel
Do
doing?
you want to go to Zariel?
Yes.
You've still got your own fellow, honestly.
Because I'm allowed, like, is she gonna stop me?
She is.
She's gonna stop
She's
me.
going to try and fight you. Because,
Oh dear.
yeah, you're cool, you're engaged to Glacier. And Mo's your daughter is Glacier. And she,
Yeah, I know she does, but like, she doesn't want a private conversation.
No.
She just wants that.
She, yeah. Because, yeah,
There's a little bounty on you.
you're still marked by Asmodeus for death.
Oh, that's got that pin on my guy. When I was there.
No.
I doubt anyone was gonna come collect.
Everyone was trying. You don't know what's called the bounty with them because you were murdering everyone. You don't know she.
Oh, here's a question.
Because you don't.
Here's a question. Does anybody else that I end up like slaughtering be like, you've still got a fucking infernal bounty on you?
Oh, yeah, they all come at you.
They're not smart. They
No.
respawn.
They're powerful.
They don't.
Well, they don't respawn here, do they?
The thing
No.
is, with your deal, at the minute you're not inclined to anything.
Hold on, didn't we get that
Can't do
removed? Because of, we got the bounties removed because we allowed Mephistopheles as henchmen to kill us.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, they are gone.
Yeah.
They still try and kill you because Adrenalus doesn't like you.
Okay.
But yeah, at the minute,
Just like
Just
holding
Yeah,
a
good.
thing.
like you've got see how it's good because it's weird. You do have that kind of fiendish power,
Yeah.
but it kind of means nothing while Asmodeus is still.
Yeah, I know. But like, I'm just like holding a bone devil that's like on death's door. Like, is she gonna be upset?
Ew.
You're fucking useless. Just like his body gets tossed into the river Styx.
Yeah. Oh god. Feel worse than that.
Rough.
Yeah.
Try and track down a fucking slaver.
Yeah. Unless you have a good reason, something to offer in return, Zariel's not going to sit down with you. Unless you want to make a deal with her.
Don't dangle that carrot in front of Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I want a mutual, like, I want a mutual agreement of, like, not killing each other. Because we could fight. She seems what I'm capable of. She could take that fight. But one of us will die, and we both agree on the same thing. So does she want an ally? Yeah. The whole point she fell is the same reason that Motus is getting involved in the Hells.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So yeah,
Does she care about that?
that's fine.
Which give her a look. What? Says a lot.
I do want to go into it.
Okay.
Do you have any sending scrolls on you?
What?
Do you have any sending scrolls on you?
Yeah.
So
Okay, good.
it takes you a good while.
I'm like cleaving down a Cambion, like, people really gotta stop.
But eventually, you come face to face in the middle of the blood war with Zariel.
It's just like me like killing the fucking demon, and then the devil comes on and he's like,
Is that quiet scene in the battle? Anyway,
You're kind of flying above the battle, I imagine.
Yeah.
Elbowing and stuff.
You.
Hello there.
I'm going to kill you now.
Or,
No.
or,
No.
we can make a deal.
I'll look you up and down.
See if the one
And is that your stats box?
To be honest, a fight between me and her, I don't know who wins. It's about fucking equal measure.
It is, I think.
No clue what stats Matthew is.
Yeah, kind of is. I think you probably would be on par.
Of course, you are immune to fire.
Yeah,
So she.
yeah.
Oh.
It literally just comes to a straight weapon.
It comes to who can hit each other the hardest and get the damage through.
You hit very hard.
So does she.
Oh, yeah.
She also
Well,
But forgetting
basically,
they're all the same person.
they are literally the same person.
if it's a 1-1, I mean, she's commanding an army, so
That's a good point.
Yeah, army's kind of busy at the minute.
yeah, she could be like over here.
No, Blood War. She has to keep her army where it is. to hold
She
her
may
army.
have protectors and
No, everything's getting thrown into Blood War.
she may have protectors.
Hey,
She
shush,
may-
no one knows apart from me. Stuff like
Exactly.
So, there she is. God, this stat box is
You
fun.
can see on.
Do you by chance have an anti-magic arrow that you
Why
can
am I
stick
rolling
into
for
it?
advantage? Ooh. He kind of stares you up and down, holding this kind of, flail in one hand, warhammer in the other. What is it you want?
I'm on an amenable pact between us. I know full well that you are right now in a very so-so position. You're very good at your job. Certainly better than the other one. I'm gonna walk over to where,
Bell's watch.
yeah. Cosmic pieces are moving, and you more than anyone else know what exactly could happen at any point in time. One side might become imbalanced. And we both know that's our larger loyalty. Balance.
Bless you.
All I want is a truce between us. And maybe some friendship between us, mutual help.
What is it you're specifically after?
Everything that comes here passes through this domain. I want one soul in particular. I want to make sure that they never get past the sludge on the ground.
It
And they-
depends on this soul.
Not that long ago, less than a year, we dealt with an individual that dealt in slavery.
Ah, interesting.
All I want is command of it.
I believe I know who you're after. A being known as Rankin.
Indeed.
His soul passed through here a long time ago.
I gathered.
The twins have him now.
Twins. When the fuck she's talking about?
Okay, history check.
Terrible. Gonna re-roll what? 16.
Probably talking about Belial and what's his second name?
Oh, I know who you're on about.
Fiona? No. The rulers of what they roll? Oh my god, I forgot what they roll.
6th layer, isn't it?
Oh, I got 4, I believe.
No problem.
I'm not in the fucking D&D headspace at the minute, bear with.
I'm basically making sure that Rankin
Phlegethos,
can't make any
Phlegethos.
rounds here.
The
ever.
4th layer help there.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I thought so.
What was the answer? Phlegethos.
I know who you're on about.
Yeah. My head and pronunciation is out the window today.
I fought Belial on a different game. Fat bitch. Oh, the time I fought him, he had to call Asmodeus. I call them a bitch.
Yes, the twins have him now.
That's awkward.
It is.
Although I do need to make a call to everyone one time. As I said, I want a mutual deal where we are not in each other's way.
And stay out of each other's way then.
But I also want to be an ally when shit gets out of balance.
That depends what side you're on.
Keeping order. Nothing.
Whose order?
Well, there's always going to be an order. In these games of devils, we're both not from this place, but they need people like us. And all I'm saying is, they will pit us against each other when we could have a mutual understanding and survive whatever comes. A mutual agreement.
Stab.
Basically, I'm trying to get it so if Bev Southleys does start this radiation, she's basically accepted. And I can vouch
With a
for it.
27 on insight. What did you tell?
Moses is being genuine. It's kind of, you would understand that game recognizes game in the sense of she's basically him in angel form. Like, they are very similar people. And Motus is someone that is coming into hell looking to basically do exactly what she did. Maybe in very different ways, but the exact same. And he is offering this branch because no matter what happens, Motus wants someone like her in hell.
Or let's just get free someone there in place, yeah.
That's it. That's what he's looking for. He's looking to basically, if shit hits the fan for either side, both of them still exist in hell, and both of them are doing this. Because that is ultimately their goal. They are in hell to make sure that the law is kept. That's what he wants.
Who's like quiet for a few seconds of thinking? Your offer intrigues me. I remain loyal
As you
to the
should.
one who leads the hells.
As you should. But you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Is that amenable to you?
Like I said, my loyalty lies to the one in charge,
He will nod his head.
whoever that may be.
He will nod his head. I have one more request. If you're as like me as you say you are, and what I've seen, we are very similar people, fighting demons is a bit boring after a while. Might be possible at some point when something interesting comes along that does not tie in with both of our loyalties. Maybe I can find a good fight for you. No loyalty given, just, hey, there's something interesting to fight here.
There's like a faint grin on her face. That I like the sound of.
And vice versa. You looking at me, Woody?
Just want to make another devil deal.
What do you all want from me? Can't stop now, too deep. It's like a sinkhole. You have to like keep making deals to get to the bottom. Well, you can escape. That works, right?
Sure.
Just like
I will hold you to that word. Let us not be so formal. A mutual understanding instead.
Mutual understanding it is. He will look around briefly at devils clashing with demons. If he dies, the moon asshole, if he dies, there's a good chance that this ends.
Indeed.
What then?
We will have to wait and see. I have my eyes set elsewhere.
With that, I will teleport away from you. Back to outside of the sanctuary. I'm just trying to get Zariel as a limited asset.
You make your way back to the sanctum. Return to the outside of it.
I know exactly where she's fucking going now. Show me I felt bitch.
What's your plan for the rest of the day? Probably got a few hours. I think we'll do anything specific. No, you're reading the whole time.
Try to read faster.
What am I going to do? Just in the past couple hours. I'll help with the cleanup in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Because until there's a proper forge set up in here, I can't start crafting things. I don't think.
Nothing major. We can mind that tinkering and stuff.
Yeah.
So after the 12 hours of helping Taba, occasionally carrot and water and stuff.
Yes. Thank you very much
You have to sit and cast the spell
for that long.
for 12 hours.
Seven will take the snacks. During one of the first episodes, I brought in some celery to actually crunch on.
Yeah.
But then I realised we were recording, and I was like, that's going to be pretty bad. But it would be totally Seven's thing to just like halfway through a conversation.
It's much considered. Much of a carrot. Yeah. What? Harris, you doing something?
So 12 hours and then something else. So we start in the morning.
Yeah, you probably got maybe an hour or two to do something.
I'll probably just set up like my wardrobe and bed and stuff.
Sure.
Somewhere in the mountain.
You do that. Well, there's nothing else anyone wants to join the day. Karen?
Lady Lorraine's still on the sanctum, isn't she?
So it was 1827 and Angry and all that. Anyone that was arrived at least here.
Yeah. Carrot's after freezing the water starboard, he goes to Lady Lorraine and just try and get her to give him just to help him work on controlling emotions and stuff. So he wouldn't push on it. He wouldn't activate it properly, but he'd bring up the rage and just work on just holding it and slowly working down so he's got more control.
Yeah, make me a wisdom check.
Just whenever he does push, he's got a bit more chance of like controlling it. I think that's a 12. Load. It's 12 or 13.
You
13.
you push as much as you can, trying to keep, what's there at bay. You make some progress in controlling this thing, but it's very, very minor, very basically.
Just
You're more understanding to the extent it can be pushed before something happens, which is what you're trying to work out. But if there is nothing else for the day, you can all take a long rest.
How do I assign a character to a campaign?
go to collections.
if you go, you'll need to go into the. You'll have to get the link. Hang on. Do you know why?
This one?
Copy that link.
Yeah.
Yeah, then just paste it into your thing, and it will ask you to.
Oh, into here.
Yeah.
Into my other. Okay.
Yeah.
No, like you pick it.
Just paste it into the top bar. It asks you to join with a character. And just
Celiacum.
Sorry.
There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so rest.
Take a long rest. Easy enough. Everyone rests for the evening. And you awaken the following morning. Nice little relaxed day for most of you. Getting some well-needed R&R. Well, the following morning arrives. Carol, you probably get a sending early in the day from one of the, probably sergeants or whatever, captains maybe in the group you sent. General sir, we have arrived at the encampment for Gold Landing.
very well. We'll be arriving soon.
They don't buy, could be able to say.
Then gather everyone and
Anything else to do the first thing in the morning before you all head off? Do you want to wait 3 hours so you can finish the book, have a little bit of a late
Yeah.
morning?
I think we can get there and finish reading because we've still got like 2 days before the
You could
advice.
be doing something. Still could go down. You're probably going to be doing things in that time.
But like Iggy can read.
No, I'm just checking on the Celiacum.
Yeah, it's just carry on. It's researching how to combine these things.
I've been calling Simba.
Okay.
Do you want to wait 3 hours or travel there?
Selbam would be up for saying, please let us travel there.
Okay.
Just like sitting around.
Right.
But I don't know if anyone else has a preference.
So you stick on 3 hours after the book. You. What do you got?
So got a hammer teleportation.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going to?
Go landing.
We've been there before?
Yeah.
I haven't been there before.
We have.
Have we?
Yes.
When?
Big ass wall.
Starbucks have been there.
Did we went
That
to
was the
Eagles Rock?
No, he goes what? I mean, I've been there, but I've got something from the dock.
Do you?
Do you?
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
the spirits are still in his foot.
That would put us in the middle of the dock.
In the middle of God Landing.
I know, but I'm just saying I have that.
Yeah.
So where do you want me to take you to? Basically, or someone else can have the helmet teleportation to teleport us there. Basically.
I'll take that home.
Yeah.
If you want to teleport with an item, you would appear inside the city.
Yes, I know.
So you take the helm for now, and I'll take it back off you afterwards.
I know it well enough. I know the city well enough.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to be teleporting into the city. We want to be
You
outside.
want to go like just outside the city?
Yeah.
I would say. You've probably viewed once, not seen casually.
I've been to go London a few times.
Not enough to be seeing it casually. I mean, like every now and then. And it'd be like probably 3 or 4 now anyway.
67.
So you are slightly off target with your spell. Instead of appearing, a few miles outside, you probably appear a couple of miles closer than you thought you would. But not too close. You probably, you're in between the city and the encampment. You see a few Empire patrols on like the walls of the city, but they don't notice you as you appear. You can kind of duck down and quickly make your way.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably take you maybe an hour or so from where you are, probably less than that to walk stealthily. I imagine to the encampment. And you do see in the distance a large group of soldiers, a whole army, or the remainder of the army, has gathered. Several tents, a few campfires going in the distance, a few horses, a bit of cavalry. And you do hear the hustle and bustle of an active military camp. Several large groups, all kind of sections, different areas, different armies, different units all throughout. And in the very centre, you see a large kind of main tent. They all kind of see Kara. There's a bit like a head when you kind of approach. You feel like archers kind of draw their bows through crossbowmen, aim towards you, but they notice who you are. They kind of wave, and they kind of.
You show the shield.
They just recognise Kara and the rest of you because you're quite well known. And I know you're coming, so they kind of see you. Kind of lower the weapons, kind of wave towards you. They kind of probably will point you direct towards an entryway.
Yeah, Kara's reluctantly carrying the shield.
Good, my boy.
In fact, I don't. He's not wearing his armor.
It's not know what you guys look like.
Okay,
You're very famous in Valheim.
yeah.
They all know your faces.
That's a good point. We were stood up on a.
Yeah, you're in the front of the entire city, of the capital
Yeah.
building.
Sure.
You're definitely in the newspaper.
Oh dear goodness.
But
Let's buy
it's
the
in the
newspaper and start spreading propaganda.
But yeah, you can make your way into the encampment, and you see several, small armies, forming one large army gathered. You see your reinforcements off in the distance. They've just recently arrived, turned up a smaller camp. You see the main bulk of the army in the centre, kind of a medical area as well, so you can kind of decide where you want to go. So what is the plan right here, Karen?
To the main tent or the Grand General Road over here.
Yeah, you make your way to the very centre of the encampment. You see a large tent, the flag of Valheim flying atop. So just kind of salute and nod as you approach. Pull apart the parting in the tent, and you kind of step inside. And you see it's got a few kind of room, or probably a resting room for the Grand General. Probably another room, probably someone else. And in the very centre, you see this large table. Standing on one side, you see the Grand General in his kind of same outfit he's been wearing the whole time, his military officer's uniform, several large medals on it, the lapels, yeah. Kind of standing there with sword at his side. You also see General Hactus as well in his some officer's uniforms. The carriers, they're kind of blue officer's uniform. Where was their blue? No, they're green, aren't they? What colour's Valheim? It's green.
It's purple and gold, isn't it?
No, that's the Empire, isn't it?
No, Empire's brown and gold, black, brown and gold. God, it's been so long.
I don't remember the Belgian.
Vademheim, military. Not in there. It'll be in. I'll find out for you. I'm sorry. If I can't find it, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna stick with it forever. Might be in the rules actually. One sec, sorry. No. Well, I can't find it. We'll say it's gonna be green and something else. Because I've changed it a few times, but I don't know. Okay.
Green, white, red.
No, it'll be green, mainly green. We'll say green and white. Green and white. Go with. Anyway, apologies. We'll say that's the official canon now. Can't wait until I finish well, but yeah, they stand there.
General, bought in some for juicy.
General, good to see you. Your reinforcements arrived a few hours ago. We were happy to see those extra numbers to help us. Yes, well, do come in. I was just speaking with General Hactus about what our plan will be. Which is kind of like a grunt on Hactus's face.
How amenable are the Empire in the current
Oh yes,
situation?
Ed, please do come in and involve yourself in this conversation.
I was standing outside.
I thought we were all.
I was standing outside.
I'm
Oh.
standing outside.
Oh.
Yep.
Edan's walked in with
No,
you.
I'm
No,
standing
you walked in with Kara, everyone else is outside.
Oh, sorry. I will back out then.
Apologies.
So guys, we have
The thing is, they used to be allowed to let into places,
the
right?
soldiers just don't stop you anyway. So like, he's probably going in there. They would be like, no. It's like, okay, he's gone in. Cool. We're not going to say no to the guy who can divine magic us to hell. Edan slowly walks back out. Yes, General. Well, the plan is as follows. We will attack the city and enter pushing through the streets. The main force will move down. We will split into several groups, each group pushing at different times. So we have a front line and a few units, a few of our forces further back. We will then leave troops behind as well to hold down certain areas, act as safer areas for civilians and if are wounded. As we move through the city, we will move in let's say a semi-circle maneuver to ensure that the Empire cannot escape through any of our numbers. We will form essentially a wall across the entire city, or most of the city at least, gradually decreasing that size so we can bottle them in at the docks, trapped in between the ocean and our forces. And we will keep pushing and engaging with the enemy until they have will surrender or there's no one left. That's our strategy.
I'd like to be a part of the staying
Are you
civilians.
inside the thing as well?
We're all together, aren't we?
No.
No, we're
We most
This
of
is
the
just
party
how the
stayed
stuff-
outside. Erdem wandered in, then immediately caught. Then well, not immediately, but then caught on. Oh, I
He's like,
should be
"What?"
here.
we're all still
Bye-bye.
outside checking our
I'll be outside.
watches.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Through the Tabite band, most just here, we have the option of escort.
What type of verse?
I'm just asking whether there's the chance of getting it.
I can call a few.
I'll get back to you on that. We do have the option of calling in some aerial support if that's necessary.
Define aerial support, Cara.
The similar to what we had at Eagles Rock, but not in as many numbers.
Just kind of like thinks to himself. There is a clear like eye roll from Haxus. Shakes his head.
Dragons.
Let us. I would rather not. The difficult one. Perhaps maybe later on, if we can get into the docks, summon them. For that, I wouldn't really like the idea of having dragons breathing fire down the city where our forces are moving through.
That was my thought as well, but the option is there if necessary.
I'll just keep that on the back burner for now.
Basically, you can have 1d3 adult dragons and 1d10 young dragons, and I can attempt to call an agent, but there's a 20% chance on that.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I was going to use an Auxorial attack thing. I
can't
know
get
she's immune to fire.
It's got a big old fucking dragon.
It's still a dragon, isn't it?
Not immune to teeth.
Exactly.
Teeth and claws.
I cast tooth.
I cast poke in the face with blades.
Unless Tiamat then roars out.
Realistically, guys.
Oi, stop it!
Realistically, guys, Motus is a summoner. Let's be honest.
No.
And some
But-
vampires, an angel, dragons.
But, yeah, continue. For us to begin, once we start moving forward, I imagine the Empire will train meters outside the city. We'll have to fight our way through whatever forces they send at us. After that, we'll need to push through the city. I would ask that instead of pushing with the main forces, if you and your associates can provide support in additional ways, whether that be attacking areas, helping our injured, fortifying our positions, whatever you can do. We'll put your skills to the test. It'll be a skill challenge mechanically.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And to push through this second brunt of the attack. We'll call phase 1 the initial strike to get into the city. Phase 2 is where we'll begin pushing through the city with your allies supporting us in whatever way they can. And for phase 3 we will battle against whatever remaining forces they have to throw at us. Hopefully we'll be able to defeat them before they're able to defeat us.
I'm not in the room, so.
He's looking towards Karen.
No, Karen's just. Karen knows what to say, Adam working it out.
Yep.
You did leave the simulacrum in the base, didn't you?
I was going to say I couldn't teleport it, but I could teleport it over. But, yeah. Did. I've also given it a few things on its
Jobs.
inventory. Yeah. Well, it's got a job it's doing, kind of.
It's a gun, you can just tell it to dig, not just dig. Doesn't need to sleep, doesn't need to stop, just keep going.
Oh god, that means it has quadruple.
Yes.
8 times crafting speed for certain magical items.
Yeah.
What is my purpose?
Craft,
You make the butter.
Oh.
craft magic. Sorry, I was just. Sorry, should we? Maybe craft magic items for the war, like minor magic
Yeah,
items.
just go with my items.
Should we do a hero's feast?
Yes.
If we're gonna do this today, we can do heroes for
How you doing, yeah?
I don't think the fight is for 2 days.
You got a 4-day preparation then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do that tomorrow. No worries.
Does Kara have a response? general character straight away. Adam is wait a sec.
Adam's in the simulations. But the way down, it's a solid plan. Probably not going to survive contact, but it's a solid plan. Yeah, Kara's got nothing to add to it.
Interesting.
Because going to be outside the city, it's going to fight through that. Then no, it's going to be the same thing with everyone getting a unit, isn't it?
Well, I'll get the mechanics in there.
Yeah, so there's no point saying put us as a spearhead and we'll break through line.
There's too many of that. Essentially, how it's going to work, and I'll go mechanics wise. Phase 1 will be an initial mass combat. Phase 2 is going to be a series of skill challenges. I'm not going to go into the details of what you need for them. And then phase 3 will probably be another mass combat or a skill challenge or a combination of both, depending on how they go.
Yeah, I can't see anything to add to because it's just fight to get into the city. In the city, it's skill challenges, so nothing really to add to it. Then it's mass combat, which party tactics and stuff won't work on that.
Yeah, it'll be. Well, how your stuff on. But it'll be unit and stuff. I'm going to make a great check for someone. Okay. You can't need to add anything to live, doesn't want to.
The only thing I think of is when we're going through the wave to go through the city and push them back, is then have like separated little units off to go and check the houses and stuff and the buildings that are around us.
Here, lad, yes, I was thinking of the units that we leave behind, or we were searching into different areas. We'll find out and search for civilians or hidden enemies. But if there's nothing else anyone can think of adding, you see, Hap just kind of stands there thinking, then doesn't say anything. He's like, "Very well, gentlemen. If you believe that is the plan, then as you said last time, I am here to follow your orders."
13.
I mean, you don't get much, but you know this guy is, he's scheming as well. If he's paired with the colours of the back, if he's just going along with what he's being told, it's really hard to tell. Or maybe he's just agreeing, but there's definitely like a bit of sass to his response.
He's going to deviate. He's going to push ahead. Yeah. I can't call him out on it though.
I don't know.
So I have to be the bigger man.
Do you?
I am nearly 10 foot.
You are literally the bigger man.
Yeah. And I'll leave it being, well, if he makes up and mentions the Grand Judge.
Well, if there's nothing else, generals, I will return to my forces and begin preparing them for preparations. Gentlemen, yes, dismissed, General. Do you say, or do you head off to meet your guys?
Wait. I was standing looking at maps if I'm just time of lay of land, wait a minute or two for him to leave and go. I think Callisius was holding something back. I'm not 100% sure though.
He's a calculated man. Mind he's waiting for a mistake in our plan to capitalise himself.
Sneak suspicion he's going to push ahead and break the line.
Perhaps, but I don't think it'd be in his interest to do that.
True. Well, it's something to keep an eye on.
Right, well, you should probably muster with your men, or your soldiers. The three of us will meet back here again at dawn tomorrow to discuss the final part of preparation before we go and inform our troops of the exact plan.
So,
General?
where does stuff Carl's gone through the Grand General pick up on any of that? Or is he too busy? Is he too focused?
I'm not gonna make a check for it. I'll say probably not. He probably notices you're a bit kind of like on edge, but he's gonna assume like we're about to go to war.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable reaction for any kind of first time. This is your kind of your first big push as a general. Like Gold Landing was holding back the enemy. This is your first time as a general marching not just a unit but an army of soldiers into battle.
Okay.
But he doesn't. I mean, your passing like 12. You notice. I would say you notice. He doesn't hide it, but he's very obvious along the lines of just nodding along with you, trying to be like not encouraging, but like acknowledging that he knows your. He's nodding like he would react.
He knows I'm trying.
He knows. He's acting like he knows you're like, a bit anxious, a bit nervous, a bit like this is the first big attack. That's what he thinks, and he's like acting like he's nodding along, trying to be supportive if that was the case. But yeah, he will dismiss you, and he will return to his whatever preparation he has left. Hackers does walk out first, kind of nods at you all.
I'm not him. I don't mind him.
Wait.
Like right now, I don't care for him.
Greetings,
I'm
Sene
gonna
Volvit.
Insight him.
Go for it.
You didn't say that.
19.
Your presence annoys him. He's like, oh, you people. With 19 as well, he also looks. He seems to be in a almost high spirits.
High spirits.
As he kind of walks out the tent. Greetings, Sene Volvit.
Greetings.
Hello.
Wait.
I wish you well on the field of battle.
And you too.
May luck be with you.
Indeed. And he will start walking.
Almost.
As he like makes a bit of a few steps.
As we
back,
get out,
he
as we
will
get
start.
out, as he gets like 60 feet away,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna whisper in the phone and I'll follow him.
Yes, my lord. It's an invisible. Like, I think imagine he reappears and then goes invisible again.
Yeah.
And starts flying off.
Oh, that elf is not easy.
It's like a 24. So I don't know it's stats, but yeah, he's good. But Caravan, so you do step out of the your
I'm
tent.
gonna make this empathetic fiend. I'm just saying. I like him that much.
When he rolls events. Did you name him? You didn't name him,
I
He
did.
had a name. Isn't it like
did you? Greg?
Greg?
Greg, no, it was something I forgot his name.
It was a ridiculous name. I don't remember.
You just search for imp.
Yeah. But either way, you know,
It's a G name, I think.
I'm just gonna eventually make him like a Piffy, or
Yeah.
whatever the is it a Piffy for the devils?
Huh?
Okay, yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
highest level of.
It is Piffy. There's an equal like one on the demon side, and I always get the two.
Piffins are devils.
Yalgazor? No.
You know,
I forgot all the demons.
Labrador, do you mean? Or
No,
Baylor?
I forget Baylor.
Baylor. That's the
I
one.
always forget Baylor's demons.
I get those.
Is that the
two.
chest?
But yeah, I was just getting
Yeah,
confused
I
between
think
the two. But one day he's gonna get made into a Piffy.
Carol comes out. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Carol comes out.
I presume we're sort of walking.
I
to-
imagine still waiting.
How did the meeting go, Karen?
It went well. And then just through the mind link, I'll say Haxus seemed to be holding something back.
I'm sorry, will you say something?
Haxus seems to be holding something back. I can't tell why, which I think he's going to go off script for the battle.
I will say back in the mind link. You seemed high spirits when you came out, though not best pleased with our presence.
He's never pleased with anything. Whatever benefits him.
Well,
Will
we
do.
are spying on him for you.
I will use my own telepathy to tell Caro personally, and I'm not gonna bring it up to the rest of the group. I have eyes on him.
Oh.
You,
I just told him that.
well, you wouldn't.
Didn't we say he
You
appeared
reappeared
for a
from
second?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to repeat and vanish you.
Wait, did you say it telepathically follow him?
You said it in Infernal.
I apologise. Yeah, okay.
But
I wouldn't
I will let Kara know personally, but I'm not gonna like voice it out loud.
Anyone apart
That
from-
way it's low key.
You speak English?
Just get.
I want to do space to kind of Dwarven, Elvish, or
If I get anything back, I'll let you know.
No, I don't speak Infernal.
I
Undercommon,
I was,
Elvish,
You need to move.
Draconic.
I'll say to Carol, are you able to share the?
I'm able to.
Sorry.
Just forget it exists.
Best starting Kara's head is both people trying to talk to him at once.
Sorry, I
His head
wasn't.
explodes.
I didn't know you were talking.
The rage builds.
Oh god. And just like that, Van Ham was crushed.
The person you were trying to contact is
I
creepy.
can just imagine the form swimming over to the Empire.
Just walks. So as a scepter just says obsidian the water. And the heart of his body. Sends the water to stone all the way to the floor. Pushing
If I
forward.
step into
Or
a cliff and
safety.
just evaporate the entire thing.
Part as you walk past.
I will ask Carol, are you able to tell us the plan, or is it still?
Yeah, I'll go over for it. Just push to get into the city. Push them back when we're inside. Get them to the docks, and then final push to take them.
Can I insight the plan?
Sure, I mean that's true.
Are we planning on slaughtering them or capturing them alive?
Capturing. If they don't go down, then you put them down. But if
Oh.
they surrender, you leave them.
It's a 31.
I mean, it's hard to insight a plan. It seems fairly solid. You know, there's not. It seems like it would work well. You push through. You're in the city. You box them off. You pin them in one point. From what you know of war, it seems smart. It's a decent plan. And you can't think of any other solutions, any other ideas.
I'll say to Carol,
It seems good.
this plan seems sound. Don't see how much Haxus could do to go off script. Did you have any ideas?
Forward, did he?
Nothing concrete, but in his position, with his what's the word I'm looking for?
Ego.
No. His
Scheming.
yes, he's scheming to make himself look better, to put him in at the best position to become the next Grand General. If the opportunity came up, I'd deviate to capture the leadership. I'd deviate from the plan and go for them.
That's probably
Get himself killed. in the
Probably
process.
what he tried to do, try and get the glory himself.
Exactly.
Or considering that the Grand General is in charge, at least make his units under his command look the best of all the units.
Yeah.
Even if the overall plan is that of the Grand Generals, he
Kara.
excelled on the battlefield.
I've got 2 lines again.
Yeah, Kara.
Yes.
I do have a way that you can take care of him without it being messy, but you're not gonna like it. If he's going for the idea that he is the best option to replace the Grand General,
I know what you're saying, and I don't like it.
I'm just making a point. If he is in charge, the war ahead will be much difficult. I'm not asking you to, but I just want you to take it into consideration.
I have been.
I think we should death ward the Grand General.
What's the
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
Have you in
I don't
June?
have that for.
I do, and it's
Depend. Make a history check.
it's definitely doable.
28.
That's
Great. Dueling exists. There's different forms of it in different parts of like the world. Most places, you know, you get, depending on who you are, depends on the kind of duel you do. So like warriors will, you know, fight each other.
With like with this military.
Normally it's like a fight. Often they'll use like classic flintlock pistols is sort of not super common in like Vanheim or like the countries. It's mainly more common for like naval officers and stuff. Some like but the Grand General has their pistol as well. But firearms aren't super common for that kind of dueling. But it happens. Some people have like fights.
Could Caro call out Haxus?
He could duel him. You don't know what that would do. It depends on the rules of generals and stuff, which I think you're super familiar with.
I would need
There's not
like concrete, and I need concrete evidence that he's not
You can make a history check for me on how that kind of works.
Can he be assisted by someone who has history?
Was Cuther a general?
Not in a, I'm gonna say no because of Badenheim history.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can have guidance there.
It's not gonna be high. It's gonna be quite low to say, so don't worry.
It's 24.
Makes 7.
You know
It doesn't. It's
that
it's
for
I know everything.
for the position of Grand General, like because they're a member of the council, like all members of the council, they are like elected. They're chosen by the Queen, but they are elected ceremonially. You know, it's a ceremonial chosen by the Queen, but they are typically elected by the council.
She doesn't hate you.
They kind of come together and decide who should be it. At the end of the day, it is the Queen's final choice, but the council has a lot of sway. Like, oh, we should have this person because they want to keep it as democratic as possible. It's not really happened often, but have been times in the past where a Grand General has been in power, hasn't been killed or hasn't resigned, and a new one's been selected, but they have been, challenged for their position. And how it normally works is an individual would have to go to the Queen and the rest of the Badenheim Council and be like, I don't think this person should be the Grand General, and then this is my evidence for that. And then the Grand General would have to go up in front of the council and the Queen and be like, here's why it should be. And then it would be like, blah, blah, blah. It's happened in the past. Most times the Grand General has stayed in position because it's normally someone trying to manipulate the way into the top of the role. But it has been, once or twice, or maybe a few more times than that, depends on, it was like once or twice. I was like, oh God, my head is my law. Apologies. The Grand General will basically have been challenged, and then they've been like, no, good idea, you shouldn't be in charge. And then another Grand General is chosen. In the record that it has always been the Grand General, the General
challenge.
Also, if it was a General challenge, it hasn't really been that General that got the position. Because they are a General, they have the knowledge of this person isn't fit for the role, and they would put themselves forward. But there have also been times where it's been like council members have been like, no, why is this person the Grand General? And then, an election is taking place. But the time it's been a General calling them out, the General has taken that position, either temporarily or being into permanently.
What about between two generals?
What do you mean?
If there's a situation between two generals,
What kind of situation?
they disagree with their tactics.
Then that normally goes up the chain of command.
That goes up to
And there's no one chain of command, they have to deal with it themselves.
back deal themselves. Okay.
No, normally it is one where you should agree on what to do. And if you can't, then it's normally chaos. And that's when things are wrong.
You get the chain of command and beat them with until they understand who's in command.
Isn't that what we did last time? No, you were below him last time, right?
No, last time we met, I was the same level.
When you punched him, I mean.
Oh, yeah, that was pre-campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was being a dick. So that's also tackling some people.
So what are the sort of things we need to do in order to muster your troops? Can we help out in any way?
Anything I would do would probably discourage them.
It's just help them get situated, get them keep morale up. That'd be the main thing. And Carol run through some very simple, tactics and joining up to practice. Just the way Carol is, even though he's at the rank of general, he still thinks of himself as just a normal soldier.
Yeah.
So, I think Carol would be just staying with the troops, eating with them, drinking with them, talking with them, just being there to show.
Do you need a PA?
So, you make your way towards where Kara's troops are kind of camped out. As you arrive, it's kind of like the general's arrived, and everyone kind of stands to attention.
At ease.
Probably like a captain or like a lieutenant comes over and goes, General Sir, kind of salutes. Thank you for arriving so promptly. We thought you'd be later than this. What can we do? What do you need us to do? My name is.
I can't remember his name.
Who you want one person? I might make that guy because
It'd be a colonel.
because Badenheim
Somebody.
Lieutenant General, then Major General, Brigadier General, Lieutenant Commander, then Major, the Captain, Lieutenant, Sergeant, Corporal, Private. I just do it like that. I've just adjusted
Was
it.
that army or was that air force?
I don't know. Googled it. Sorry, hang on.
me second in command.
Yeah, let's go with
There's
him.
3 headlines.
How the fuck do you say his name?
Ryuban.
Ryuban. Cool. You know,
Has
that's
he followed you up the ranks?
No, when I was still part of the army, he was my second in command. I was the major, he was the captain.
Yeah.
But one of the captains.
Those are the 3 reactions to the done in order.
I think it's a bra, but I'll for this one.
Hmm?
What was the bra?
Prethrum, second name?
Of course.
You think you'll get it?
Preference, yeah.
So he would
One
have
of the
been
5.
promoted recently to
Probably like defamation.
probably lieutenant commander, because he'll be responsible for everyone here. Because you were, yeah, you were major.
He was captain when I was major.
So he'll be a lieutenant commander. He would have got a promotion. I'm gonna make him a commander for Warris as well. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Next week I'll be not this tired. I'm not prepped properly. General, we are. Everyone is mustered and prepared. Our commanders and majors are in position with the rest of their units. What can we do, sir?
Everyone just see where Carol's been quite down for the past few days.
Mm-hmm.
Just see his mouth just starting to pick up a little bit. It's been a while.
He kind of goes in, clash. Yeah. Faint. Thunderous roar. He's a god dragon, so he's pretty big as well.
He's a beefy boy.
He's a big old boy.
You don't have to be that formal with me.
I mean, I kind of do. They've promoted me a few times since then.
Congratulations.
And people are watching. Yeah, a grin. He kind of looks, hoping no one notices the grin. So, sir, what is the plan?
Make sure everyone's situated. Make sure everyone's well rested. Anyone who wants to do some training, I'll be around. I'll be able to help out with that.
You kind of nod. Yeah, if you hear us from the crowd.
May I offer my assistance in an equipment tune-up?
So you need any of your equipment seen to, talk to Selvin.
Or I can help out your quartermaster.
Yes, I will gather the quartermasters. Quartermasters gather. The centaur will tell us what we need. Or we'll speak to the centaur.
Anyone wants to just relax and have music to be ready for the battle tomorrow, Ignis will deal with that.
It's a very big salute to fingers. It goes proper like.
What was that?
Does Ignis give like a big salute? Yeah, very like dramatic. I imagine from Ignis. They kind of all.
And then a very flourishing guy.
Yeah, they all kind of look and they go. They're a bard. That all makes sense.
Oh dear.
They look at Motus, look away. Few of them faint.
Yeah, no, all I'm going to say is if I got involved in doing anything, it would just negate the happiness that it
Morale decreases by 3.
What I led in the last set of fights when we did it was they
Those guys are now rocking back and forward in the corner.
Oh, I forgot about that. They remember you.
Clarina's dealing with them. But you do probably hear like shouting from Cathra somewhere in the camp.
I just imagine the idea of them just like talking to a therapist and it's like he had 6 swords plunged through him and he didn't go down.
He ripped the guy's spine out.
Oh, there's this guy on Twitter who does all these videos about like as a henchman fighting these like Batman and stuff. They're so funny. I just pictured that's what they're going through. I'll try and find one for you in a minute. Oh, it's so good.
I understand the vibe.
Yeah, I'll find one in a minute and try to show you. They're so funny. With that.
Telepathically, I say, do they have any wounded or injured?
These guys don't know, but you remember Clarina was like as like an aid ally. You know, she's recently available to do things, so she's been here providing like aid and medical supplies and equipment and some medical support. Catherine's also around doing that, but not really doing it. Just making sure Katharina doesn't
I'm
get
not
hurt.
fine though.
Not hard. You hear crying. Probably near like the mess as someone's kind of being knocked over. She's got like a tray of food.
I'm gonna look
Like a
smug.
mine now, bitch.
I'm gonna look smug when I do it.
What do you want? She kind of runs
No,
away.
just
These people are so annoying.
I found a better fight than you.
Oh.
Bitch, I'll kill you right here.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't compare.
I get to kill you right here.
I'll take a bead out of my head, and I'll show her what happened.
And you didn't fucking invite me.
To be fair, if he manages to do that again, you're gonna have to hold him down.
Yeah, I can do that.
You just wear that. You just wear.
Can you do it again like now? Because I'm
No.
so bored.
We got fighting to do tomorrow.
Exactly, just send him into the thing.
No, there's a good chance we might lose him.
Ugh, fine.
It's more, if he does it again, we can fight him.
You can try and survive it.
She'll say we'll try and survive, but yeah. I'm gonna go take this food to Clarina. She's doing some like bandaging for some dude who fell over.
Did he get fell over or did he get stabbed?
No, he fell
Did you push it?
onto the swords.
Did you pick him up and throw him?
No,
Did you push him?
no. I just stepped on the ground he stepped on before he did.
He stepped on your
And
foot.
you know, the soil around here is a bit fragile. So maybe I left a bit of a hole, maybe you tripped.
You're lucky that you count as like most of this army by yourself.
Yeah, I know, I'm great.
Yeah, it's just it's like being lied to.
Alright,
by
I gotta go.
everyone.
Have fun.
You too.
Time when we kill things. Move! No, sorry. People kind of pass.
So, how long are we staying in this area for?
24 hours.
So, Serban's going to gather up a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
And a bunch of coal.
Yeah.
Things like that. And he's going to cast Fabricate.
Yeah.
And make a forge.
Yeah.
And then start attending to the army's
I
needs.
will tell Capra to basically meet up for a hero's feast as well.
Cool. Everyone.
I will finish reading my book.
You finish reading the book. But yeah, so
+2 to your deck.
What does that put your decks at?
I will help Salvat. I will build a
Come on,
forge.
you had
around-
+2 or +3 decks.
Yes.
So I can break walls. So I'll
Oh,
break
yeah.
stone walls around you.
Nice.
I will. If any
Maybe a
of the
little
soldiers are
terrifying.
particularly religious,
Imagine
I
being like a fucking, like, this is your first fight and then these people just come in, this guy sets down a bunch of stuff and it's like, forge, and then this lady's like, and a fucking building arrives and
Let there be a party!
if any of the soldiers are particularly religious, I will lead in religious
Yes,
ceremony
good.
and seek blessing from the gods.
Yeah.
Aries, can you build a stage?
Walls.
that's the stage of it.
You can totally build a
It
stage.
just says walls.
Yeah, but you could
build.
You can build structures.
I mean, we build the really weird
Flat
tunnel
wall.
things.
Yeah,
We can do.
build the stage.
You can build walls on top of one another.
It just says walls.
You can walk that
No,
way.
structure.
Just go it that way.
Plus 4.
But yeah, I'm gonna not like skip the next day, but is there anything you guys want to do additionally? You've got 24 hours until the day you attack. Any preparations you want to make last minute? And you want to do a hero's feast?
Yeah.
So I just basically want to make sure that Caro's units, like armaments, are all up to scratch.
Yeah.
Things like that. I
Well,
don't
these
know if I'll
guys,
give them
most of their
bonuses.
stuff is already fine because they
Yeah.
just arrived here.
In that case, I'll offer that out to the
Yeah,
Grand General.
You go through. He will be like, oh, you could do it, and he will basically give you a list of things to not necessarily make, but more like fortify. So build, a few extra straps, a few extra blades, to kind of reinforce what we're missing. You should do that during the night.
I will perform religious
Yeah,
ceremonies to
you probably have a little tent they set you into. You just go and give them blessing, casting blessing, I imagine, on people and stuff. A lot of people come and go, of all different faiths, but they all come and will take blessings. Iggy, you're just keeping morale up,
Yep.
keeping people around, keeping things going.
Keeping everyone cheerful, making everyone feel really confident about the battle tomorrow.
Good. I'm gonna make me a performance check. Iggy.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna see if this gives them morale.
So do you like some help in the forge?
Iggy,
Calvin?
how long are you performing for?
I imagine all day.
All day. Yeah.
I can't give you enhance ability all day. I don't have that many spell slots.
Yeah.
I do have a nat 20 on hand though.
Oh. Yeah.
Nat 20!
I'm gonna say
Use that.
you give a +1 to all units' morales.
So, with 20, let me just see how high that actually is. That's a 37.
Yeah, all units get a +1 to their
Nice.
morale for the following battle. Motus, anything you wanna do?
I'm going to use borrow knowledge,
Yeah.
and I'm going to have if someone would be amenable to, I'll help them in the forge.
Yeah.
Because borrowed knowledge will allow me to know what the fuck I'm doing.
What does it do?
It basically allows me to become efficient in a skill or tool.
Yep.
So for the day, I can basically help you out.
If you come into the forge and have vague proficiency in blacksmithing, slightly different to usual, you get ordered about quite a lot. Usually he's like, oh, you will do this if you want to. If you're coming into his workspace and like, you do this, come on, and move here.
Yeah.
I'll say with that, you will restore all units to their normal what they would be. Normal fighting strength.
I guess for Salvin it'd be weird.
So no weaker units.
I guess it would be weird for Salvin because most is just
You're praying.
That is weird.
Praying service.
Religious.
Yeah.
Religious service.
Make a religion check.
Religion check.
Am I wrong? Is
So-
it not the textbook? Is it the...
Can this be
Strength
religion?
book?
Because it's actually
That would be a
using
really
religion.
strange
Can this
one
be
to end
religion?
up with.
Use my wisdom
Just pick the wrong
modifier.
one.
Yes.
Manual quickness of motion or something like that.
Quick selection.
So
You're in the wrong book.
So it says manual of gift Alexis space.
That's strength.
That's
Let's just pick
strange.
the wrong. Much to just
Ooh,
the
28.
thing when you
Nice.
treat it like next to each other, so you just hit
Maybe
the
I've just picked up the wrong one.
You.
Sort that in.
You know, you a lot of the units here, not all of them are religious, but a lot of them are, and you kind of inspire them. You kind of calm them a lot, make them feel more like ease with what's going on. So I'm gonna give you a temporary 2 morale saves,
Temporary what?
a bonus to morale saves.
Okay.
So we'll say during the first initial attack, they will all have a bonus to morale saves.
Wasn't there going to be another generals meeting in
They're all up, we'll do that in a sec.
Ah.
Motus, you're helping in the forge.
Yeah.
Salman, sorry, Salman. Harris, you are helping with forge as well.
Building the forge.
With that, then
And
definitely
the
with
stage.
that, with you two helping, if you building it, and the stage, all of that works. Carol, anything you're specifically doing before your call to your meeting?
I'd be helping just going through training with the soldiers, just sitting with them, getting to know them, just just being like a grunt again.
You can do that. With that, Carrot, you are called to your general's meeting one last time. And he'll go over the plan, kind of in depth this time.
Do we have any information from the imp spy? Okay.
In fact, I'll do that first. He comes back to you, Motus, and there's not really anything to give. He kind of returned to his tent, rested for the evening, and then has begun ordering his men the following morning to prepare.
And I will say, keep on, and like basically tomorrow, if you see anything.
They both arrive. You both arrive at the meeting next day. The Grand General will go over the plan one last time.
I will make sure though that the imp does not go into that meeting.
Let's check. Interesting.
Because it's not like Moses is not trying to spy on what Kara's doing and he trusts Kara to do his job. He is specifically trying to keep an eye on Axis when he is not present in front of others.
What was I saying then? Yep. So he goes over the plan one last time. Goes a bit more in depth. Probably names a few people in the units who are going to do specific jobs. Obviously, I'm not going to name them all because well, but he'll put other generals, not generals, but like lieutenants, commanders, etc. And then they're going to hold certain areas. And yeah, we'll just go over the plan. He'll then send you both on your own. Is there anything else you want to add? Okay, and with that, you depart from the meeting. Hack just leaves at the same time as you this time, and you both can walk in a similar direction first of all to get back to your encampments. You will turn to you. Do you have faith in the General's plan, Carrot? Sorry, General?
Yeah, it's a solid plan.
Indeed.
Do you think otherwise?
Like the General said to me back in Gold Landing, I am there to follow his plans and his orders. And there's nothing other. This is his plan. Go for it.
16?
He's scheming. You know, he is emphasizing on the whole his plan, his orders. He is. You're gonna follow them to a letter and see what happens. I guess. All the best tomorrow, General. May I see you at the other side?
On the other side.
And they will split off. And with that, the day comes to a close. As the day of preparation wraps up, and with that, we will wrap up today's session.
I
as
think just
well.
before we don't forget,
Yes,
Heroes Feast.
we'll do that. Actually, let's do that now.
And everyone gets 25.
So,
This is
It's just so we don't
the
wait a
scroll
week and then possibly forget and be like, we had Heroes Feast, man, and then it's
So-
like,
what are we doing? Heroes Feast?
Heroes
yeah.
Feast.
Do the
And
Scroll.
everyone has a 6 level.
So Hero's Feast. Do you want to roll hit points for Hero's Feast now, my time?
that is +8.
Plus
It's
8
just-
HP.
25.
Max HP.
And then aid as well,
Yeah, 8
which
on.
is
25.
Yeah. Everyone getting that or just?
Everyone's getting that.
Catherine as well?
I can't do Catherine.
So is that 33 total?
Yeah.
Catherine doesn't need it.
Basically, I'm using charges of the armor to get back the spell slot.
Yep.
And buffing everyone using it, but it only does 3
So
people.
what did Heroes Feast give us?
8.
So 8 and 25. And then anything else anyone's casting on anyone?
I
Death Ward on the Grand General.
but we can't. Oh, you can do that, can't you?
I can't.
No, we can request that.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
Death.
Death Ward.
I'll Death Ward the Grand General as.
When the Ungrish starts mark off a little bit using Iggy, do you want to roll your dice now? Just forgotten for next
Yeah,
week.
sure.
Hey, this will be the next day, I assume. 'cause-
Yeah, we're doing this in the morning. And then we'll start next week with going into.
Everyone
Fine.
keep your Iggy dice because that's how I'll distribute them.
Okay.
You take these back. I'm not here next week.
Yes,
Actually, I'm not here for a few weeks.
Yes.
In that case, the Grand General gets them.
I will put these.
Oh, that's not amazing. 2 6s and a 14. I'll write those down.
That's good. I could have someone pass the save. Help someone fail a save.
If you've got time for, there'd be time for me to get short rest before the thing, wouldn't it?
What do you mean?
Not bad. If I cast aid on the Grand General, Ruben, and Catherine,
Probably not. Because you're kind of doing all the thing going straight to battle.
fair enough.
With that, we will wrap up and we'll pick up next week with the beginning of the battle for Gold Landing, whatever I'm going to call this thing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And we will see you next time when we sit down. Bye.
Bye.